All right. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful night so far. I sure am. I've gotten a lot of work done before I had to stream today, but now we're going to do the fun kind of work. Welcome back to the Casting Cast, everybody. So I'm joined tonight by two more brain cells to rub together. How are you doing, Sean and Jacob?
Hello, I have 2 brain cells, thank you very much.
No, you're one of the brain cells, Jacob.
No, I have 0 brain cells.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I'm
Jacob's
both
got
of them.
both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
And tonight we're going to be watching Steven play.
Yeah. I just have to finish this game first.
Just click win the game.
Dang it! You spoiled my plan.
I knew. Amazing. Now, guys, I did have a few little audio quirks in Oblivion yesterday, so I've tried to fix things up a little bit. If something sounds a little off with the audio, just let me know. Darian's in the chat as well. You're also a brain cell. You're just really, really quiet. Yeah, Darian is technically in our call for some reason, but I think his mic's broken. So
Just plug it in, plug it out. Reverse that.
yeah, it is. Darian, I'm gonna ask you to leave the call then and be our stream audio test and all that.
You ninny.
Oh, I was gonna kick him.
What a fool. Anyway, so tonight, guys, we actually finally have a theme for the casting cast. Like, holy shit, right? We've got legitimate points of discussion. Who would have guessed that would happen?
This ribbon's getting this trash.
I see. Thank you for your input, Jacob.
That is the only input you're getting tonight.
Oh.
What about this Riven skin?
Actually
Wait a minute. Hold
What?
on.
Dragon
Alright,
Blade's
so here
okay.
we are in Steven's client. He's got a Dragon Blade Riven permanent. Okay. Wait, how
Not
many champion shards do you have? Can I see that?
That's upsetting.
2 of
You don't
every
even need
champion.
You don't even need them.
Well, here's the thing. Let's say I want to hit Mastery 6 on Kassadin. I need that second shard.
You could buy half the roster.
Maybe I want to get my M7 Rise or
Yeah,
my
you are
M7
known as a
Scion.
very good Rise player, Steven.
But yeah,
He's an even better Scion player, I've heard.
I try to keep every champion at least 1 shard and at most 3 shards, so that I can hit M7 eventually.
I've got to
without
move my
having
camera a little bit. Guys, he has 6 orange essence.
It hurts me.
Can I just point that part out?
He also has more chests than he has orange essence.
So anyway, what is our theme for discussion today, guys?
Anime. We were just
exactly.
talking about what everyone's favorite animes were. Quinn,
Right.
would you like to contribute?
I would not, no.
Do you not like anime?
Wow, Quinn. So
How could you?
How racist.
I was gonna take it there, and then I'm like, wait, not okay for Twitch.
My name's Quinn. I only like cartoons made in Canada, like Total Drama Island.
Hey, 16 was good.
16 was great.
Okay, no. We can talk about that later, but for now, our discussion theme
He's not in the game yet. We talk about this now.
our discussion theme for tonight, we're going to be designing shitty champions. And when I say shitty champions, I mean we're actually going to try to make them good, but knowing the people in this call, they're going to be terrible.
Poop emoji as a champion.
Brilliant
No.
idea. So before we even get into that concept, let's get Steve into his game.
All right. Yeah, you're right. That's just a reskin of Zac.
Oh, of course. Anyway, we're
Just give
already
Zach a
here,
brown
so just give me a
promo.
moment. We're all going to change calls. Good luck in your game, Steven.
Wait. Oh, okay, right. Because
Goodbye,
you can't switch
bitch
calls
boy.
yet.
Oh, I can't.
You
you're
can't-
right. I forgot. It's been a while since I've done this.
So wait,
You
what's
switch
gonna happen?
calls after I choose?
So
after-
we're gonna stay here to watch the champ select, and then once he's in game, that's when we move because that's when the game delay starts.
That's when I unmute stream.
Are you gonna spectate
Right.
him, or what are we gonna do?
Yeah, so
Yeah, you're
I'm gonna spectate him in client.
And
Okay.
we're not allowed to spectate.
Quinn, why does it not say you're live?
So
I don't know.
since we're gonna be creating champions,
Yeah.
I want to hear Darian first.
Oh no.
Darian's not here.
Yes.
He's in chat.
He is in
Darian
chat.
is in chat.
Oh yeah,
I want
you're
to know
not
what
live.
Darian's
You're not live.
dream ability is.
The ability to ignore all charms for me.
to ignore
Ooh.
all characters.
Okay,
that can
what
move
about a
around him.
champion who's an AD carry with no abilities, but their passive is they're immune to CC?
All right, that's nice, Steven.
If that's the bar we're setting for tonight, then shit.
I think we can all pass that.
Our bar is very low. These are gonna be awful champions. Anyway, we got Yasuo banned for the blue side. Steven on the blue side, by the way. It seems
An
to have an
auto-filled
auto-filled
jungler.
jungle. I should move my camera onto this side because that makes a lot more sense. Auto-filled jungle coming off from the jungler. That's not what you like to see. Gobiart, how are you doing? Welcome to the
Have
stream.
fun with your loss, Steven.
That's the best champion, of course. There's no better champion. What else do we have? So it looks like Steven might be locking in Yumi.
Steven, don't you dare.
No, we're not supposed to influence his champ select, Jacob.
I'm influencing his
In
champ
fact,
select.
usually he's muted and deafened, which actually I hope he is.
He is.
Okay, good. He's muted and deafened. So we got Yasuo, Darius, Draven, Master Yi, and Zed banned for the blue side, with another Yi ban, Zyra, Tryndamere, Shaco, and Malzahar from red.
I actually like those bands, believe it or not. For
Yeah,
silver,
oh,
those are
God,
very
it's AP
detrimental
Malphite.
bands.
Those are totally solid bans. AP Malphite locked in for jungle. Honestly, jungle says whatever. And actually,
And AP
Swain's
Malphite,
stolen
even
away.
if you don't play Malphite, is dangerous because all you have to do is point and click.
AP Malphite is my absolute least favorite champion in the game.
Yep. Agreed.
So only a Zyra ban coming out for supports, which means Steven's not going to be affected at all by that ban. But with a Caitlyn locked in,
No, wait, maybe Morgana for
Steven
instead of Yumi.
immediately goes towards one of the most disgusting combos you can bust out with Kate.
And it makes sense given that Swain and Ashe are already locked in. AC.
Yeah, the Black Shield could be pretty helpful for
Oh
that.
god, Rengar. He just got buffed, or he's about to be.
And then the champion with little to no counterplay, Rango.
Yep.
He's
By the way,
actually
Sean,
getting,
he's
he's
about-
actually getting buffed next patch for underperforming in low elo.
Yeah. He's getting a sustain buff.
So Morgana
With,
is
W.
locked in from Steven. Airy chosen with absolute focus. You know, going for some pretty decent poke.
If that is a Lux mid, they have a lot of really good CC compared to them, and yes, it is.
That's a Lux mid. Okay, yeah, but also they do have quite a lot of magic damage. But at the same
Wait,
time, Caitlyn
wait.
Jax is a good.
The fucking Lux's name, one of their team members' name is Xenon, SAO, confirmed.
I'm still practicing
like that.
Jax top, and I didn't realize I queued into ranked. Now, if that isn't the the silver experience in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Katarina going to round out the red side team comp, making red a very solo queue team comp.
And I lose if my team feeds. That's silver in a nutshell.
I believe in Xenon, the Caitlyn.
No chance of a loss.
Let's swap calls here. I forgot to drag them in one at a time. There we go.
I jumped in. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
How are you doing, Cube? Good to see you. I'm doing pretty well tonight. So now we're gonna move into this part, the spectate. So let's just take a peek at the stuff. Ignite Garen actually coming out from top lane there.
Is that? I was gonna say. I thought maybe it was top lane Ignite Garen. That's gonna be just pure fucking kill confirm on a regular
I
basis.
think I might dodge.
So we'll wait for that. I think.
Lux is running Ignite too, which is a little odd for the Lux into Katarina, but again, silver. So now that the game is about to start, now that we have a moment to chill, let's start talking about our champion designs.
Yep.
So I've designed a
I-
couple champions in my day. I have mostly complete concepts for Simon, my first D&D character, as an enchanter support. I have Raj Talvik, my Skyrim character, who I adopted into an assassin kit, as well as I think we made a partial kit for Link at
Basically,
one
you're
point.
putting your OCs in League.
Of course. Baron as a champion. Brilliant idea, Steven. How are you doing, Harry? Good to see you. So, guys, I think a good starting point. We need to come up with everything. We need the thematics. We need the kit. We need the general idea for the role and all that sort of
I was
thing.
gonna say we should probably start with what role do we want to start on?
Yeah. So
what
that's a very good
role?
place.
Mid.
Jacob's thinking of a mid laner right now. I think we could
A
possibly.
Nivea, but she's flaming instead of cold.
Brilliant idea. Do you guys want to do a mid laner? What do you guys think, chat? Should we design a mid
I'm
laner
down
today?
for it.
Or someone intended to go mid who could possibly off-roll something
I
else.
was gonna say
Someone can go
if we're
mid
doing
and
mid,
jungle.
I want it to be a mid assassin.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
we could design an assassin. Like, what sort of thing could we do there?
Broken things.
Yeah, but we're not trying to do that necessarily.
I am.
Okay, so
You remember what?
yeah, let's come up with an assassin concept. So let's see how we can make an assassin in the current state of League that like can exist as a healthy character, because that's ultimately the goal. But we don't want to just make a garbage champion who's like broken or terrible, because we want people to be able to play this champion, to be able to like actually engage with them, right?
I actually have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Sorry.
How long did it take you to pee?
It's not pee.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry. You're welcome. I'll be back.
So
I'm doing pretty good right now. Thanks for asking.
I'll start us off.
Okay, you'll start us off.
Passive ability.
Now, do we want to
Once-
jump right into the abilities and everything, or like do we?
Yeah,
want
I'm starting. No,
Okay.
this is the base I want to start with because I want you to be able to build off of this.
Okay,
Once every 5 minutes, so the same length of a flash,
that's a long time.
you can turn off a tower.
Like
So
forever.
safe tower dive. No. For 7 seconds.
So you have an Ohm Wrecker passive on an assassin.
Yes.
I'll think about that in just a moment. Meanwhile, we do have the champion select finished. We're actually loading.
Tell me that wouldn't be fun though. Tell me
That'd
that's not a good concept for a passive.
That'd be kind of cool. I think we need to tweak the cooldown a little bit, and like the kit would have to be built around it, so that it feels impactful, right?
That's what I was hoping because we
honestly,
think the mid lane assassin, but it can also play in the jungle.
honestly, that could be a weak passive. Believe it or not. But before we get further on that, we got Phase Rush on Swain, which is a little interesting in the support role, but pretty standard for mid lane Swain. Garen running Grasp, a lot of electrocutes, both jungles, both mid laners. So the Lux Malphite both having electrocute, a little interesting, but I'll take it. Ashe actually has Press the Attack, and I don't think we really see any irregular summoner spells outside of that. But the game is now starting. We're just gonna kind of leave it. We're going to kind of leave it running for a little bit until something exciting happens, because there's absolutely no point in analyzing the macro play of silver games.
Well, let's keep talking about this champion then.
Right.
So
Instead of
I'll
7
leave the ground-
seconds, it's 7.5 seconds. There we go, Harry. That's a good idea. 7.5 seconds tower.
Now here's why I'm saying that this passive would be fun.
Okay.
I'm not saying it would be broken. I'm not saying it would make a super difference if the kit isn't able to follow it up. I like the idea of an assassin who can safely dive someone, but can still be outplayed.
Right.
So like, just because your tower's off doesn't mean you're dead.
There are certain cases when it absolutely does. But at the same time, when you think about some other assassins, like there's quite a number of them who can dive you. And a lot of them don't interact with the tower exactly that way. But when you look at the kits of champions who are able to do that, like say LeBlanc can take a tower shot or two, she can just blink back with her W. Echo can
or
ult
Fizz
back.
exists.
Fizz exists, can use his E like that. But a lot of those abilities are not on like flash-based cooldowns. We actually have an invade coming out here. Steven forced to flash away as the Rengar jumps right on him. Katarina's still kind of going after it, but it looks like the red side is going to get the red buff, unless Malphite can make something happen here. That's kind of risky. Tron, why don't you catch Jacob up on your idea there?
So Jacob,
Yeah.
passive ability. Every
Rengar got it.
5 minutes, so it's a flash cooldown. For 7 seconds, you can shut down a turret.
Ooh.
Rengar flashes as well and takes out Caitlyn. Both bot laners end up.
The
or, sorry,
Smurf got
not,
Caitlyn.
Not both bot laners. But Malphite now pinging the Lux for some reason, losing. His
If you
first
wanna
bot.
add a little more beef to this passive, make it global.
Oh.
You can turn off any tower. That way, you have utility across the map.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing about that too. How would you activate that?
You can double right click on a tower.
Yep.
Double right click. We don't have anything like that. What the fuck is Malphite do? Oh my god, you're joking. Oh my god, you're joking. Guys, look at this bullshit.
I see it.
Holy fuck, I don't believe it.
Wait, what am I looking at?
Malphite got tilted because obviously Lux didn't roam down, so it's her fault instead of him for walking back in
He's
and missing the
taxing
snipe.
the shit
So
out
he's
of her
laning
lane.
with Lux, trying to grief her.
I love silver.
We have watched 10 games so far in the casting cast. Guess how many of them were lost? One.
All of them?
1.
There were 9 victories and 1 defeat in the history of the casting cast. And the one defeat...
Oh, was it me? It was me.
Yeah, it was like the Pike went go to bed or something.
Wait, no,
Yeah,
that was me. That was me in that game.
Yeah, that was... oh, wait, no, we did watch Sean. And he lost it 1 or 2. Never mind. I have my stats wrong. Luck's now trying to jungle. This is a Galaxy Brain Malphite, of course.
Oh, rip.
Well, shit. Maybe Steven and Caitlyn can carry this, but, you know, they're all missing their summons too.
I'm gonna say... I'm gonna be real with this. This Malphite isn't gonna matter till level 6 anyway.
Right.
So, if the lanes play safe, and Steven can get the Caitlyn something ahead, any kind of semblance of ahead, it's a lot better than if the Malphite just went to fucking int every lane
Now,
because he wanted
Malphite
it
has
ahead.
gone back to the jungle. He is farming.
Lux doesn't know how to deal with fucking Katarina.
Steven walking out with literally negative health.
There goes the Caitlyn, though.
And Caitlyn being a little too ballsy, stepping back in the range when the Ranger's focus was active.
Yeah, so here's what I think about the tower dive passive. I think it's a really cool concept. And I think, like... I think it's got some merit.
Why is
But
Steven
on
still
the
lane?
other hand, a cooldown like that significant on the passive, a little rough. And at the same time, disabling towers really doesn't matter for quite a lot of assassin playstyles, and it has the risk of making them extremely overbearing in the early game. So I think it's
Very
a good
true.
idea, and we should keep it on the table for now. But I
Would
don't
you
think
rather
we should
be
like
like a Brilliant Soul E, where the higher your level, the more range you have on it?
That would be a cool mage kit, I think.
I think it would be interesting on a jungler assassin. For like gank dives.
I think it's probably inherently unhealthy on an assassin.
That's true. I agree with
What
that.
about a support with that ability?
I can see that.
Lux, please.
Lux
Okay,
getting
just
out.
Yeah, Lux actually does manage to
Lux dies.
kill
To
the
die
kill,
right
like,
here.
kill the Katarina. She does have her ignite, and like the shield comes in clutch, but she doesn't really react fast to the Rengar coming in, so she does die. Mid lane wave is
Hold on, I'm
in
getting
an
a phone
okay
call. I'll be right
position
back.
for her, especially with the Rengar pushing.
I'll be back.
So for those of you joining us just now, we are trying to design a mid lane assassin. That's the concept we've come up with before. So, I did like Sean's idea. I just don't think it's right for what we need right here. And I think something like that could be better achieved by maybe turning Ohm-Wrecker into a bruiser item.
That could be good.
Because Ohm-Wrecker is terrible. No one buys it. Steven getting caught up by the never move, unable to black shield himself. He's going to fall. Meanwhile, Rengar invading the Malphite, going to take him out too. It's an absolute fiesta across the board. Steven not really able to
And
deal with this lane, unfortunately. And Malphite does flash to safety over the pit.
Ooh, that was smart, actually.
How do you win the game? You see this thing over here, Harry? You gotta blow it up. That's the entire win condition. You just keep losing and never win. Wise words from our support here. So, Jacob,
Yeah.
you're a resident. Ooh, a flash comes out. The Demacia of Justice. But meanwhile, a final spark from the Lux as she's 2v1ing the jungler and mid laner. But the constant action pulling the camera all the way around.
What were you saying?
I'm saying you're a resident assassin expert, right?
Yep.
You play a lot of assassins. Want to see how a tilted Morgana builds? Is it magic? Is it full AP? 'Cause that's what I'm guessing. We're gonna have to make sure we keep it. Can't you just rush it and murder everything through the mid lane? Probably not. Because people are gonna just come up and like counter you. Because you're gonna be really, really under leveled at that point.
I've had that happen.
If everyone
I've lost
like,
a game
like
to
if
that.
everyone goes mid, they surely take this tower really, really early. But then everyone else on the map just gets so much stronger than you.
Like after mid game or late game, if that tower's still up, I've seen teams do it, but
It is
besides
what
that,
ARAM is, Aiden, but ARAM's also designed around just the constant team fight.
yeah. I like how much spinning there is in the top lane.
That is a lot of spinning. So Aiden has proposed we want to make another AP melee assassin.
I like that idea. Diana and Ekboba. Pretty
Now,
cool.
just as a refresher, I do have an existing AP assassin concept. And I just want to run through that so we make something that's not similar. So
I don't think we'd make something similar.
I have before this come up with a kit concept because it's something I like to do once in a while. Jack's auto the creep might actually go down. Dark Binding lands from the Steven onto the Ash. Ignite coming out. Heal mitigated by the Grievous Wounds. Caitlyn not able to be slowed because of the Black Shield, and ultimately it's the Ignite that takes it. A good comeback kill from Steven. So a while ago, like a long time ago, I created a concept for my Skyrim character, Kraj Tovik, the Stabby Cat, if you remember him. He was a basically entirely ice-themed assassin. And I had come up with a kit where, because you know all assassins need some sort of mobility. Basically, his way of getting in would be to land one of his ranged abilities on you, blink to you, try to get everything off. But he'd have to hit something first. So his passive, all of his attacks would leave a mark on someone. If that mark is on you, then he can auto attack at like a certain range to just dash to you. Now this dash would be kind of like Quinn Bolt. You could interrupt it. But he is just gonna straight dash to you. Because he's a melee auto attack. Or not, he's a melee assassin. The Q would be like an ice spike. Swain is not going to die here. He drops on landing. Ultimate coming out, Ravenous Flock. Probably not going to find anything. They just disengage. Meanwhile, the Jax is dueling with the Garen, but Demacian Justice, one of these champions has an execute. Lux Ignite Flash on the Katarina. She doesn't really know what to do about this for some reason, even though she could probably... She has Death Lotus available, but she's not going to even try to fight. Coming out, yoinking Steven away.
Rip.
And now here comes Rengar. See why I don't cast absolutely everything in Silver games? Like, you just can't speak. So the Q would be like Ice Spike. You shoot a projectile. It like kind of like Lissandra Q, except it doesn't disperse or anything. It's just like a... It's like a single target projectile. I guess not dissimilar to Ezreal Q. Which of course would mark you. W is like a charge up ability. And then after a certain time, regardless of context, like if he CC'd or moving or anything, he's going to blast out a cone of ice in front of him.
Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
Swain and Ashe needs like a kill lane.
That's absolutely a kill lane. Like, it's disgusting. Basically, any lane Swain is running in is a kill lane.
Okay.
That champion is insane right now. Here comes Lux, by the way. Gonna be slowing with the E. Not landing the binding. Swain forced the flash, but here comes the never move, missing. Dark Binding lands on the Ashe, and the Lux is going to be able to possibly find something. No, Ashe flashing away. Steven walking up just a bit too far as Rengar counter ganks the Lux. Not going to quite find the damage, but another binding. Soul Shackles comes out, going to possibly root up the Rengar. He does not get stunned, and Never Move comes out. Steven going to die, but traded to the Ashe. Katarina flashes in, power diving. And here comes Malphite, who does not have the ultimate available. 2 for 2 in the bot lane.
Malphite still hit.
Meanwhile, Jax dies again. Quick item. Jacob, can you do the item check for me while I read chat?
Yep. Kid has a pickaxe and a crit cloak. Steven has full AP. He just sold one of his AP items, bought it again. Jax has Tiamat. Lux has full AP and a 2-stack Dark Seal. Rengar has his Tiamat already, so he's gonna be a big force already now.
Yes, you can try that, Harry, but depending on the skill level of the game, like you're basically banking everything on just repeated team fights, which could put you very far behind. So yeah, you can do that. In fact, it's very, very common in low elo, where strategy isn't really a thing. There are a lot of AP Malphites recently. So then this champion's E ability was he would go into stealth while like this cloud of ice appears around him. So the activation is the damage, and then he gets a movement speed boost. Ignite coming in clutch for the Garen.
Holy
shit! A lot of damage. 0 and 5 Jax now. The activation is the damage part, and then you get move speed and invisibility. Kind of like the Talon ult in a way.
But it's an E, right?
Yes, and then
Pretty
his
strong.
ultimate is something like that I've really not seen before. Because basically you've seen this entire kit is somewhat unreliable, right? Like you have like a pokey skill shot sort of thing that doesn't go through minions. You have like a delayed blast. You have a stealth like that, but you lose out on damage from running out on stealth. So let's put some reliability in here. I was experimenting with an auto attack reset ultimate. And we didn't know exactly how to do it. I think it'd be pretty bullshit if it was just one sudden burst of damage. like a massive auto reset. So I was gonna do an auto reset with a long cooldown that resets on mark consumption.
Ooh.
So if you consume your mark while using your ult, you get a reset on it.
Alright. I like that idea a lot, actually.
So that's the like he just immediately he's kind of a mid game assassin in a way because he needs his Ludens because that's an AP assassin. Usually just and you probably max W first actually.
Alright.
Like for wave clear. Lux missing everything, getting knocked out by the chance of crystal arrow. Sling missing his own W because he pulled them all out. But now Ravenous Ball coming out, going to root of Steven. No black shield available. Heal comes out, Soul Shackles, but no stopwatch is going to be available for that. The Ignite is here. Caitlyn forced to flash away. The Katarina chasing on the tower. He's surely going to get it. Swain now taking aggro on Ravenous Block is going to get the kill. Red team's very far ahead at this point.
Damn.
Usually just brute force your way through things. Harry, I think you'd like some tanks or top laners in this game. I can turn that down. But if I turn down the game too... Is it... No, hold on. Actually, rest of chat. Is it the game is too loud or that I'm quiet? How's Jacob in comparison?
Test.
Also, where's Darian? He's supposed to be here, right?
You left.
Well, not
I don't actually know if he
He's
left.
watching
No, I'm saying...
He's in chat. He should be the one giving me the settings.
Yeah.
Game is a little loud even compared to Jacob. Really. I don't know what the fuck happened to all my settings.
This game's really not going well for blue side.
Oh, it absolutely is not. So anyway, that was my own AP assassin concept that I came up with a while ago. And so if we're going to all together design something, it's going to have to be something a little different.
Garen has a ZZ Rot. That's one way to cement your lead.
You're going to find motor control. Snipers are very one-hit kill. We don't really have anything quite like that in this game. Unless you're thinking Jhin or Xerath with their ultimates. But even that's really not one hit.
Yeah, sadly, there's not many things like that in this game.
Jax is just continuing to fight Garen, and Malphite is really doing absolutely nothing. Like, I haven't watched... I've not been paying much attention to that.
He's just been clearing camp.
How are you doing, Wendy? We're watching Steven today. Garen now flashing in. Here's Malphite. Final spark and zap. The Black Shield does prevent any subsequent CC. There we go. Steven managing to get the Ashe, but surely going to die to Swain now. Ignite coming out first of all, but maybe Lux can finish off Swain? We don't know for sure.
Sure, alteration, probably not.
Here comes a headshot. Ace in the hole, not going to kill. Lux flashing on Swain. Probably going to get him at the E, but Swain actually flashes away if you saw the minimap. Meanwhile, Garen is...
Oh, I think she canceled an auto.
Big F. Right, I'm really bad at shooters. So, for everyone who's just tuning in, I just went over one of the old concepts that I made a long time ago. We are now designing a champion together. Sean's going to be back in just a moment, I think, so we can work on it with him.
Hopefully.
And what we've decided so far is we're going to be making our own mid lane assassin. There he is. He'll be back soon.
Hey, Quinn. Can I ask you your opinion of a concept?
No, Jacob, you're forbidden from having ideas.
An auto attack reset that has a low cooldown, but costs 10% health to activate.
10% health is a lot.
That's true. Maybe 5 then?
I mean, that's
I
kind
feel
of
like a local
health cost champion.
Pardon?
That's a health cost champion.
Yeah.
I mean, Mundo Cleaver does cost health.
True.
I think it could work. We just have to have a kit built around it. Because every champion with significant health costs. Let's think about those.
Oh, interesting.
Those champions... Wait, what was that? Oh yeah, all of those champions have regen or health sustain. Because Vladimir has his Q, which doesn't cost anything. Mundo has his passive. Like, that's what we get. So we'd have to build it around that. We'd have to come up with a new health cost. A mage has a similar concept to Tom's gray health.
Holy shit, Malphite.
Could that tie into my AD mage I wanted to make one day?
What, you can't root, Herald?
No, you cannot. Swain going to die before he manages to finish his Ravenous Flock. Rift Herald coming in, but Garen's now working on another split push. Bot lane coming in. Blue side just trying to team fight a little bit. Rengar is in the bush. Possibly looking for the Morgana. Steven ends up dying to Rengar. Meanwhile,
Oh, he
minions
baited
knocking
him
at the
with
door,
the-
both top and bot. Caitlyn moving back to answer the Garen, but she's going to be very, very vulnerable. Rengar ultimate coming out. He's going to jump on somebody, picks the Jax, he's dead to Katarina anyway. Death Lotus coming out, but Lux is ignited. Probably not going to be able to finish anyone off. Malphite desperately looking, going to land a Q, no, smiting on the Rengar, and not quite able to finish off the Katarina. Meanwhile, Caitlyn just trying to deal with the Nexus. So Aiden has said, mobility is key. I like the idea of the passive being said mobility. Yeah, because if we're going to be making an assassin, what's the goal of an assassin? Generally,
Garen
an
moves
assassin
his DT
has...
rod.
Smart from Garen. Generally, an assassin has a lot of mobility, a way to get in and out and just kill someone. Now, that can also be like Talon, where it's situational, because he's really only got his parkour and his speed boost from his, ult, and his point and click on Q. Katarina got executed. There goes Steven. No! Malphite! Malphite goes unstoppable. Rams into him. It's called Unstoppable Force. That's right. Yeah, I should have reminded myself of these earlier. Throw the hunt.
It's called a stupid skill.
It is. So basically, our key ideas for our assassin is figuring out where the mobility is going to be, what kind of mobility it's going to be. Like, generally just... Oh, I've turned off Fog War. There, we need Fog War back on. So, yeah, we also do need to figure out whether this is an A tier AD assassin, because that can help us determine the speed and everything. Now, I will say, there's not a whole lot of assassins in this game when you really think about it. So, because we've got, like, LeBlanc, Diana, Echo for AP assassins. In terms of mid lane, we've got Talon, Zed, Kiana for mid lane. There's a few assassins sitting around the jungle, Rengar, Kha'Zix, Evelynn. But we could really choose either damage
Kayn.
type. Oh, yeah, and Kayn sometimes. We could really choose either damage type, and it would still fill a niche in the game. But at the same time, like, we don't want to make our champion totally derivative of something else.
Right.
We need, like, especially with the current champ design philosophy. Steven's waiting until he can FF. Oh, no, there's the FF. Blue team surrendered. Real tragic. We're gonna have to go back to Steven for the post-match interview in a second.
He's gonna be tilted.
Oh, he's gonna be giga tilted. That game went terribly.
Yep.
So, Steven,
How goes it?
how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Are you giga tilted?
No?
Alright, time for your post-game interview. Steven, what do you think went wrong in that game?
Well, for one, you guys kept discussing really stupid concepts like introducing Bard back to the mid lane.
Wait, are you in Q already? Hold on, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Second of all, what do you think of an Ohm Wrecker passive for an assassin?
That's what I'm saying. It's just Bard. You've tweaked Bard's ult into a passive. Like, tell me what the difference is between what you were discussing and Bard.
This one's way more situational. Honestly, I don't think it's the concept we're going to go for in the end.
I mean, I just really bursty a really bursty champion with mobility.
Wait, you're in
And-
I can't believe you're in Q already.
I can decline.
No, you
Should
can
I
go ahead.
decline?
You can go ahead.
It's all right. Someone else declined.
Yeah, it is kind of close to Bard in a way. I can see that.
I'm like Bard ult. It's literally just Bard ult, except single target.
So chat,
I think anyone that has an ult that can disable towers across the entire map is not going to be a good champion.
that's gonna have to be a support or something.
No, even if it's a support, it would have to be one tower, like a global one tower.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what it would be for sure.
Okay.
Anyway,
No, let's disable every tower in the game.
Good
That's
luck,
what I
second.
heard.
good luck in
Quinn
chat.
shot
Flash. So, Jacob, can you just make sure Steven's muted and all that?
Steven, are you muted?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Chat, while we're going through all the concepts, don't forget that you can chime in with your own ideas at any time, because this is a collaborative thing. You guys can do whatever you need to do.
Inverse Nami, same as Nami
Steven.
except slows.
Go back to being muted.
Mutant definitely. Steven banning Malphite. The enemy team also banning Malphite. I can respect it.
Same.
So both solos tentatively for the red side are AP. But with some significant physical damage in the Tristana. Nunu first pick for blue side. Nunu actually a very dominant champion in solo queue.
Isn't
Actually
he
had to
even
get
like
nerfed
super
the
strong
other
in
day.
Diamond?
Yeah, he was pretty good overall. It just took people forever to really catch on. Steven going to be locking in Soraka this game, given the like by the looks of the barrier.
What's up,
Why, hello
motherfuckers?
there.
Hi, Sean.
So, I was thinking of something, and I have an idea, and I'm gonna run it by you guys, and if you interrupt me, I want to steal your toes.
Okay, give me just a second though, because we are running through Champ Select right now.
Is it Bard?
It's
David,
Bard,
go away.
but his name is Brad, and he just steals your support.
Oh, that's a good idea. You have an idea? You should go to sleep. That's a great idea, Harry. Soraka and Mordekaiser
Yes,
are both
let's-
locked in for the red side in response to Nunu. Garen locked in again, hopefully not the same Garen player. And Sivir hovered at the moment, and it looks like it is going to be the lock-in.
Alright, I have an idea. Let's combine Nico, Zoe, and Thresh so they can steal your soul, your champion, and your summoner spells.
Oh, that's kind of scary. Insta-lock red side, Diana and Tristana both locked in. So Tristana really not having a lot of appeal, especially with the Pike now picked in conjunction with Sivir. Echo going to round out the red team's team comp, or the blue team's team comp. Steven does have Aerie, does have Celerity, is running Revitalize here. I'm not going anywhere. You can always come back after you sleep. Oh, and Teemo Jungle going to
It's a
round
good
out
game.
the comp.
Aha.
It's a lot
Well,
of magic damage. Luckily, they do have a
Steven, I'm
hyper
sorry.
carry, but fuck.
Steven,
That's
I'm
next
really
level.
sorry that this is happening again.
Holy shit, guys. I passed 8,000 channel views just now.
Nice.
Woo!
Hey.
Also, we're one away from 300 followers, so tell your friends.
That's awesome.
How many followers are we away from?
1 from 300.
Be right back, following on my second account.
No.
So now that we have a moment, I can actually talk about this idea I just came up with.
Yes, you can. I want to hear everything about
AD
it.
support.
Be right back.
AD support. So, Pike.
An AD support. No, not an assassin in any capacity.
Wait, holy shit. Wait, maybe we're going to shelve the assassin idea right now, because I think we may have an idea that we want to share together.
I
Do you
I
mean,
have,
do you mean a
it's an
hybrid
AD
marksman support?
No. It's a AD utility support.
Hmm.
Do you want to hear this out?
I do want to hear this out.
So, ultimate ability is that for a small duration, up to 7 seconds at max rank, you can give a character on your team, you can give a champion an item that is its highest damaging stat.
For 7 seconds.
For at max rank for 7, you can give like a Jinx and IE.
Okay, well, what if I just give a Malphite a death cap?
Yes.
No,
Ah!
I think we could function. That all would be like giga bad late game because there's no spots.
But the
It
other
takes-
idea,
Mhm.
the other half of that I was thinking of, was that you could give items to minions for a duration.
What? Oh my god, he just made Banner of Command the champion.
Give a fucking caster creep a death cap.
Oh my god. Now, I think there's some value in the idea of
Give a
just-
super minion a ZZ Rot portal.
I think there's definitely some value in the idea of like a big boost of
A
adaptive
weapon master
force.
support is the idea. Like
This
a
is
weapons
just
master.
TFT.
You could tie that into Noxus, I think.
Okay, hey Quinn.
Yeah, what's up?
What about a support that has an ult for 3 seconds? You can clear all Fog of War for your team.
So Twisted Fate.
Twisted Fate, yeah.
Oh wait, Twisted Fate clears Fog of War?
No, he doesn't. You can just see everyone.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, then that idea is garbage then.
Yes, that's a
Or
pretty.
if you want inverted Twisted Fate, it's called Nocturne.
Ah!
So,
But what do you think about the idea of like a weapons master support where
I think
you
that
can
could be-
arm minions and shit?
I think that could be cool. I think that's a really good like partial concept.
I think
I
it's
say
Banner of the
AD
Command
because I
too.
think it makes more sense.
Right. Otherwise, if you make it like tank, you just have Ornn. But
What if
how
we make it a bruiser?
you could do like 80 enchanter or something. I think
Yeah,
the
like
problem with
AD
this,
enchanter
the problem
is
with
what
this,
I'm
if we
thinking.
just circulate like a fuck ton of ideas, we're gonna get all excited about these concepts we never flush out. So do you guys want to stick with the assassin for now,
I'm good with that.
or do you want to?
All right, we can stick with the assassin if you want.
Because if we get through a bunch of stuff today, then we can actually go through more. You want to somehow see an assassin ADC? Well, let me introduce you to the concept of Echo Bot.
Let me introduce you to Yasuo ADC.
Because no, legit, I played 4 games of Echo Bot the other day.
Rengar
all but
ADC.
one.
We've seen me do it.
Rengar ADC.
Actually,
Okay,
Quinn, did you see the Ivern buff?
but Echo isn't trolling somehow. It's good right now.
I'm sorry, I've won how many games with Rengar bot? All of them?
Quinn, have you seen the Ivern changes?
Yeah, and I don't love them until they can fix him not going over walls, which I heard
Ivern
they're
Re-
going to do.
Ivern Rengar bot. You have an ADC and a support.
All right, imagine Annie, but AD.
No!
Wait, what?
It's just Tibbers with a machete.
Okay, hold on. I forgot to do all this. Teemo's running Airy in the jungle. Very interesting.
This team is
Siver's
interesting.
got like, sorry, what's it called? Lethal Tempo. I had a brain fart. Tristana with PTA. Honestly, nothing super irregular here at the moment, minus the
Except
fact
for
that
the
we do have
Teemo.
a Teemo in the jungle.
Oh, fuck me. All right, I'm getting a call. I'll be back. I'm gonna be in the chat giving ideas. I just gotta answer it to my mom, so I gotta
Okay,
handle
okay.
it because me and my family's
Yep.
going through some shit.
Understandable.
Tron, I'm
So-
stealing your toes.
For now, guys, we're going to continue with our mid lane assassin concept. So let's think of the very basics that we need to make a mid lane assassin function, and we'll start from there.
Mobility.
So yeah, we need mobility, like some
burst.
kind of gap closers. Obviously, burst, and as a mid lane assassin, you need some way to get on the map.
Yeah.
So we need some way, because think about every mid lane assassin in the game. They all have some form of range. They all have a
Does
way.
every one of them have
Yes.
it?
Steven walking right up into all of them.
Why?
Pike going to stab instead of pull, meaning
Even-
Steven
oh.
can just flash out safely. And Pike has pinged his hook. He's a little disappointed in himself. The invade continues. It's another invade.
Don't worry, Teemo
Viewer.
wasn't getting that buff anyways.
Whiffing the Teemo. So now Teemo's gonna have to just go somewhere else, lest we have a repeat of last game.
Teemo could probably clear wolves and get level 2 pretty easily.
But yeah, it is everyone, Jacob, because Echo has Q, Talon
Yeah.
has W,
Diana has ult and Q.
Kiana has Q, yeah. Zed
And I'm in Diana.
Zed has his own Q. Diana has Q. Like,
Yep.
every one of them has some way to farm at least a little bit from range.
Yeah.
A way to avoid, like, yeah, they have, like, some outplay potential, like a stealth or a blink. The only one who doesn't fit that mold is Talon, who doesn't
Yeah.
have a lot of big outplay mechanics.
Yeah, he's the simplest assassin.
Talon is the simplest assassin because he's got a different game plan. He's the lowest mechanic because he's the highest, like, macro.
This Teemo's.
He
Yeah.
slows his buff.
Yeah, I was expecting that. He wasn't, what's it called? He
Echo
wasn't.
started E. By the way, I heard Diana's excellent into Yasuo and Zed.
She is.
Which is something that I'm going to need to keep in mind because those champions are annoying as hell. So, yeah, when we're designing our assassin, if they're supposed to go in the mid lane, they need at least one ranged ability, a way to push out the wave, and Echo abusing his level 2 power spike here. Diana not forced to flash out. He does not get the resonance going.
Just Echo's doing pretty well.
Be careful. Steven's just kind of standing there. Level 2 power spike available. Pike managed to get a bone skewer on the Tristana, who does not flash out of the way of the. Forced to burn both her sums because she was greedy. Damn,
Now
that
she's forced
sucks.
to back.
So, where do we want to start?
Like on the assassin or
On the,
game.
on the assassin. Instead of
Oh,
taking
she does
spell
not.
shield back. Diana's gonna get so much farm here in just a moment.
Yeah.
So if we're going to try to design an assassin, which, like, you know, there's not a lot of them. What do we need to start with? What kind of interesting mobility can exist in the game that we haven't really seen before?
Haven't seen before.
Yeah. And it can still be a sort of dash. It just has to be a dash that feels different from the other dashes.
Okay.
Or a blink, or something. Teemo going for the gank, but Echo just wanted to jump away. Tristana.
How about...
Not gonna die. A lot of little trading going on here, but mostly it's the blue side suns that are going down, especially in the bot
Quinn.
lane. That's really it.
How about a dash that can blink back to your previous location?
That's the block idea.
The block. Fuck!
Ignite coming out from the Pike, but the barrier manages to keep Steven alive for a while. Sivir burns both her summons. Here comes Teemo. Rocket jump available for the Tristana. She's going to go in at the bush. Pike far away. No CC available, but Tristana manages to give them the juke a little bit. Pike unable to save his AD carry, though, as here comes Teemo's last shot. Phantom Undertow going to stun Tristana, but Pike's escape options are limited right now. He's still probably going to get away because there he goes, underwater. And Echo ult as well. Also, speaking of LeBlanc, LeBlanc has historically been one of the most reliable assassins in like a pro play setting.
Yeah.
Also one of the hardest to balance. Because
Is it bad that I want this Echo to win?
No, it's not bad.
Okay.
It is cheering against Steven though, and you're gonna have to live with that for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Death's Grasp comes out for the Mordekaiser, manages to knock up the Garen a little bit, but here comes Nunu. Garen does not have Ignite. A bunch of flashes comes out. Everyone flashes. Indestructible, not available. Mordekaiser surely going to go down, and a good gank from the Nunu. A lot of people mid. Steven's gone for a roam here. So, the mobility that we have. Let's think about the most recent assassin that came out. We have Kiana, right? Kiana's mobility is, compared to other assassins, actually kind of limited.
Really?
Because yeah, she's got her W, and it's actually it's a pretty damn good ability.
Her only other, it's a short dash, and her only other one is target.
It's a short dash, and it's directly tied to her
damage potential.
Her damage, like, because she has to absorb the element, so it does restrict her a little bit. You have to think about how to use that one. At the same time, like, you can use it to disengage, you can use it to jump around, because you grab a wall from basically anywhere, and that's your big damage anyway. But then you've got E, which is targeted.
Yeah.
And that basically makes Kiana an assassin who... I mean, as people get better at her, this is less true. But it was, especially at the beginning of her release, like, much harder for her to get in than other assassins.
Okay.
She basically had to find a flank. And in fact, she still kind of does play this way, because she has big playmaking potential compared to other assassins. Garen pulled into the tower, but nothing happened there. Kiana can basically, like, flank and then save all her mobility for the way out. Now, don't forget, she does have her stealth.
Right.
But it's not up all the time, which is why Kiana, who has a lot she can do, is not actually overloaded. We've got to think, because Kiana's design for that is good, because she has playmaking potential. She's got her niche. So we need to figure out what our assassin is going to be good at.
So I know we already have a champion that does something similar, but how about an evolving ult? Just the ult that evolves. Almost dead.
So you want to kind of, yeah, a really good invasion from Nunu. No one available to help. Bot lane not rotating. Here comes Echo. Teemo actually does flash away to safety, but here's Garen getting the worst of a trade, and Mordekaiser finds an advantage for the red side.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a kill for Mordekaiser for Teemo. Here comes Steven. Silence and flashing over the wall, going to live in the end. You know, honestly, it's a pretty low kill silver game. I do like the 2-2 at 7 minutes. At the same time, though, you can see a significant gold lead forming for blue, and that seems to be coming from CS across the board, except in top lane.
Yep.
Everyone's just farming so much better on blue.
Echo's going for trades and still getting good CS.
Jacob, what do you think is missing from the assassin pool? As someone who plays a lot of assassins, what do you want to do? Because really, the only assassins I play like religiously are Pike and LeBlanc.
Right. Let me think. What do I want to do that assassins don't already do? I would say hypermobility, like more so than Kane, but that would be obnoxious.
hyper mobility.
I
and
love
you did,
hypermobility.
You did also already bring up that shit. It's already slipped from my mind. I'm sorry. Can you repeat the one concept you had with
Two-part dash. Or
Darian says
Yeah.
no, very bad.
this is a hypermobility.
The hypermobility.
Oh.
Fuck, I'm sorry. You actually had it good. We don't need hypermobility with assassin damage.
Oh, evolving R? Was
Evolving
it?
R, yeah, that was it. So what we could do is kind of, you know what? There is sort of a lot of assassins in the scaling category.
Mhm.
We have Cassidon, we have Diana.
Raven's not an assassin!
So why don't we start building a scaling assassin?
Hell yeah.
So that means we need to have Teemo actually getting a kill on the tower dive, kind of a botched dive from the top side there. But
Yeah,
Mordekaiser
Raven
does
just
die,
has
so it's 2 for
damage.
1.
He's a bruiser with high damage potential.
So bot lane's like in a rough state. Steven's not winning this lane right now.
No.
Doesn't have oracles at the moment, which is kind of an issue.
Mhm.
So what do you think, chat? Do we want to build a scaling assassin? And if we do, here's my immediate considerations. We have to come up with a reason to pick this champion over Cassidon and Diana.
Yep.
I mean, let's be honest. You don't have really a strategic reason to pick Diana right now. You pick her because she's fun.
Yeah, agreed.
And Diana was supposed to be a bruiser anyway.
Mhm.
The fuck was that? Alright, Chrono Break comes out, actually putting some decent damage into the Diana. Wish comes out from
Diana's
Steven,
dead.
though, saving the Diana in the end, so...
Wow, okay.
Some pretty good map awareness from the support there.
I would like a scaling
AD
jungle
scaling
assassin.
assassin. There we go. Immediate reason to pick this champion over Cassidy.
Yep. I would
But-
like something in the jungle personally, but we've already said mid lane.
Fair enough, yeah. And jungle scaling, I mean, it's kind of magic in a way. Saber spell shows nothing. Decides to go forward, forced to burn her heal here. Meanwhile, here comes Nunu with the biggest snowball ever that crashes into a wall. That splashes, but not able to find Diana. Hits her with one snowball. Oh, the roots barely connect! Diana dashing through the echo, but not going to make it in the end. This one called
Damn.
Rush. So here's another problem. AD assassins are balanced around, like, Duskblade.
Yeah.
How do we make it so that one item spike doesn't make a scaling assassin insane?
Keep the scaling
Ooh.
limited. Ah.
Yellow shield! Blocking the persona ult.
You keep the scaling based on levels and abilities, kind of like Kale, or like Kaisa, where her scaling is only really strong when you actually have more than one item.
Not a bad idea, but again, let's consider the design problems with Kale, because she did have quite a bit.
That's true.
Overall, Kale was like a pretty good champion, but there were so many like frustrations. Oh, the snowball stops Steven from going over.
Oh.
He gets knocked up, and I've turned off Fog of War again somehow. Yeah, I hit F.
I think it's just disabled.
So,
Like when.
this is something we have to avoid with Kale, and it's something they've mitigated with Kale. In recent times with her updates and stuff, but Kale was a caster minion early and unstoppable late. There's
She's
not
still a bit of a
much-
caster minion early.
Kind of, but she now has level 6 later.
True.
Lethality scaling similar to Pike, but evolves their abilities like Kaisa. We can even look into a Syndra passive approach.
What was that Garen ult?
I don't know. Because what Syndra's passive is, for those who don't know, is when she finishes ranking an ability, they get bonus effects.
I like Aiden's idea.
But again, we're looking for originality here. We have our baseline, we have our comparison points,
But we don't want to just
but
do
we
the
don't want to
exact
make
same
the
thing.
same thing. Because there are
Yeah.
2 evolutions in the game, or 3 really. There's 3 evolutions, and that's Kaisa, Kha'Zix, Victor. And all of them function differently. Where Kaisa's is raw, like, item. Pike seems to be AFK, so Steven's gonna root him up, and a kill goes over to the bot lane.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
Where's
Mordekaiser
Mord?
doesn't have the lead he would want. He's backing, or he had backed. Here comes Nunu. Rocket jump interrupted by the Nunu. No Equinox available to cancel the ult. Tristan is now rooted. But with a charge up there, Sivir misses the Q. Luster Shot comes out, so not able to root the Nunu. But Wish comes out. Sivir is rooted. Biggest snowball ever, though, and Tristana doesn't really seem to have a way out of this. Not even auto-attacking. Seems to have completely given up, and Steven steps too far forward. Here comes Teemo, however. The Buster Shot is on. Nunu's the one who's blinded, actually, and Steven splashes it in the end. Nunu on a sliver of health, killed by the Equinox. Now Sivir just trying to trade back, and Timo manages to take her out enough. Take her out enough. My casting is a little rusty, guys. I think you can tell. So, if we want to avoid Kale, then we can make a terrible champion early with Duskblade actually supplementing that transition.
One issue with terrible champion early is assassins that have really bad early games are not fun to play.
I would disagree and say Kassadin is pretty fun.
It's true.
But
But an AD assassin based on auto attacks, if their damage or scaling is weak early, that's gonna be an issue.
yeah, because
farming one help,
Kassadin
yeah.
has decent farming tools. And presumably you would actually run Fleet Footwork on this champion.
All right.
Because if we're
Not
taking a
electric
page out of
yet?
Kassadin's book, then the way to survive lane is Fleet Footwork.
Fair enough.
We do, in the design, have to account for people taking other, like...
Yeah,
keystone
and actually some
stuff.
assassins still do run fleet footwork.
Right. Abilities that don't do ridiculous damage but have high wave clear potential, since the burst comes from the auto attacks.
All right. Do you think we could put the
actually
auto
like that a lot.
set idea in this?
We could put the auto reset, maybe. But at the same
I
time,
could
we,
do
do,
the
we,
whole
we don't want... that auto reset was built for an AP champion.
Was it
Yeah,
my idea?
because my concept was an AP champion.
Oh,
I don't
mine wasn't.
want to make a similar assassin.
Fair.
Mordekaiser pulling Garen to the death realm, going indestructible, big smack! And the Ignite going to take him out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Sivir's on the hunt, along with the Nunu. Buster Shot pushes Nunu out, but it's not quite enough because Sivir still managed to finish off Steven with the auto attack. Different points of pressure for different sides of the map. Blue side bot lane is objectively stronger. Meanwhile, top lane for red
Is really strong.
So if macro were to be executed properly here, red would want to go for the Herald right now, especially since there's no dragon on the map and nothing for Nunu to trade back with.
Sadly, they are not going for Herald.
Crit may be reliable to attempt.
Oh, we might be getting an Ember Alert soon.
Crit assassin, huh?
I would like a crit assassin.
But don't forget, players are going to try to build Duskblade and stuff.
That's true. What if there's an emerging freaking Yasuo?
Here's the difference, though.
Yasuo with an
does
evolving
not suck
R.
early.
He also doesn't have evolving abilities. Or an evolving R, depending on which we go with.
Yasuo gets a crazy power spike on like IE and 100% crit. But he doesn't really suck early. He is a hyper carry. He just has windows of power to play around. I don't think Steven's getting that ward. Maybe he did. So, building a champion exclusively around their itemization tends to be a bad idea because the game evolves over time and because players come up with different ideas. Echo getting run down on
Echo
Teemo.
coming in.
Teemo's totally fucked. Especially with the Nunu flash, which is probably unnecessary. Actually, 100% unnecessary. Diana is coming in though. Teemo taking that very, very low.
What?
Slightly too late.
Back.
After absolute zero, down. Chrono Break down. Nunu's up a little far. Echo's trying to get out, but Echo maybe looking for a way back into this. Not quite. It's a disengage after just killing only Teemo. So we've got ideas floating around, guys. Our concept is starting to exist. We want a scaling AD assassin, possibly with like some very poor quality burst. Sivir flashes forward, with the heal coming out, not able to get the kill in the end. Tristana can just rocket jump forward. Buster Shot, not able to finish it off, as Tristana's combos are not too clean. But now they are at risk of a tower dive from Nunu, but without an AD carry, might not happen. Death from below is available for the Python. Something to keep in mind. And it looks like Mordekaiser has gone mid to try to extend his girthy influence on the rest of the map. Echo pulled into the Death Realm to get him away from the parallel convergence. Now in a very rough spot. Surely going to die. Echo flashes, but Obliterate does not land. Echo actually gets away, dodges the Death Grasp with Proto Belt. And Mordekaiser now finding himself in a tough spot, flashing out. Diana kind of caught in the crossfire, but Mordekaiser does get himself out. Yeah, kind of like Talon, but scales better. The thing about comparing it to Talon, though, Diana dies, but Mordekaiser gets an outstanding Death's Grasp, trades it 1 for 2. See, Mordekaiser is massive this game. He's 5-2. Teemo's strong. It's really Nunu and Sivir who are strong on the one side versus Mordekaiser and Teemo, which is a weird combo.
Well, I
Yeah,
apologize, I'm back now.
That's fine. Careful with designing them like Talon, though, because Talon is the First Blood King. He's designed to smash and then fall off at level 13.
Mm-hmm.
Because at level 13, Talon levels his E. And when Talon starts ranking his E, he then does not get combat stats anymore. He's like as good as he's gonna be. Kassadin becomes a scaling assassin by virtue of his ultimate becoming insane. Teemo lying in ambush. Oh my god, he's gonna like... Bye, Sever.
I can't believe this team
And Mountain Drake is up. This could be a golden opportunity for the red team to secure it, but with Garen on this side of the map, maybe it's a bit risky. So we also need to consider, like, if we want to integrate crit into the kit, how are we going to do that? And here's an easy idea. The abilities can crit.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of crit-based melee champions. I can think of Yasuo and Tryndamere, and really that's it. But the thing about a crit assassin is inherently they become very auto attack based. But crit is actually a good way to make them scale.
Nunu dies here. Yay.
Crit is also a way to make them just fucking delete people. It's very low counterplay. So,
But those champions do that already, so.
but we want to design counterplay.
True.
I don't care about the precedent set by some champions that may be bullshit or something. If we're game designers, if we're working for Riot Games right now, we're designing their next champion, we need to not abide by the old design philosophies.
Fair.
So every one of his abilities should be a skill shot of some kind. His or her, because we haven't designed the
Alright.
We're kind of thinking a big team fight that I really should be passing from that. Infernal Drake, or Mountain Drake picked up by the red side, which is amazing, and they managed to kite back. Garen dies. Pike caught on this side of the wall, but the fuck. I'm getting too caught up in our discussion. Teemo flashing over the wall. Pike healing up though. Gift of the Drowned Ones being very generous today. Teemo now no longer on the play of dealing with them. Echo going to shield himself from the shroom. And
That was a mistake by the Teemo.
Diana has purchased a Gunblade.
I've seen that build. It's a recent thing.
That's very interesting, actually. Diana now has Gunblade. Nashor's Tooth completed for Teemo along with Runic Echoes. Mordekaiser on his Landry's revitalized Power Spike. Tristana on an Infinity Edge with Steven itemizing into Redemption now. Doesn't really want the eye just yet. Athene's is complete. Meanwhile, Pike does not have a completed lethality item. Sivir sitting on Essence Reaver with some advantage because she's got a Zeal. Echo has his Protobelt building into what is probably going to be a Switchbane with the Ether Wisp.
Looks like it, yeah.
On a fat set of items. Cinderhulk and Spirit Visage, meaning Tristana's really got to step up and take him out. Meanwhile, Garrett is on a Spirit... what's this shit called? A cloak. Spectre's Cowl. Was a thing there. Mage Assassin with AP crits. Beautiful. Thank you. No, but we have committed to an AD scaling assassin because that fills a niche that Kassadin doesn't. So let's entertain the notion of crits.
Yep.
And what's stopping this champion from building Gunblade? Imagine Veigar over the crit. Ew. Oh, Karen and Nunu on the flank in the back. Mordekaiser stepping up. Steven's going after one of these jungle to survive this one. But Pike is looking. Mordekaiser caught in a really weird situation. Death Realm is not available. Mossy Justice going to come out. Death from below, finishing him off. But Soraka's coming out the other side. Blue team is still looking to engage. Silence comes out, so Steven does prevent that particular engage, and the blue team is not going to be in range, so it's a good disengage from the red team. Yeah, we don't want AP scaling. Soraka hooked up, Phantom Undertow, goes on the tower, doesn't manage to get it because Soraka barriers that out. Diana with an excellent peel, and they're not going to find that one. Pike forced to flash. It's a kind of questionable decision. But meanwhile, we see Echo split pushing on the top side, so somebody's going to have to answer him soon. And Tristana needs some money. Mordekaiser respawning shortly, so he should be the one to do so. What is stopping our... so we can put crit scalings on our abilities.
Got a little surprise for him.
If you want to try and prevent Gunblade, then the lack of AP scaling can help on that. Yes, exactly. But that
I
doesn't
also have an
always
idea.
work because when LeBlanc was in her rework state, she built Gunblade even with no AD scaling. It's just because she fucking needed it.
Question.
Yes.
What if we make their autos gain bonus damage based on crit chance, but could not crit, but the abilities could? So, like, you wouldn't nuke someone with an auto, like Yasuo does, but your abilities will still pack a punch.
That's fucking cool.
Yay!
Hang on. We might be onto something here. We might have gotten the passive.
Yay! I did it smart.
Let's make it interesting. Bonus magic damage on crit.
Yes.
Mordekaiser manages to take Nunu out in the death realm and flashes away to safety. Teemo now looking for the Garen. Mordekaiser may have been a bit too hasty, but he's a big, beefy boy. Death's hand comes out. Or Death's grasp, whatever. Mordekaiser is indestructible, though. Pike does absolutely shit all. And this is a beefy Juggernaut, augmented even further by the Soraka. Let's do a Grievous Wounds check. Nothing!
No, nothing.
Chat, what do you think of Jacob's passive idea here? Now, it needs something more, so the passive itself isn't a drawback. But that's an interesting direction, where your auto attack, because that kind of brings, that's kind of like a Pike sort of passive, where Pike gets his bonus, Pike gets his unique role in the game by being totally unable to get tanky,
Yeah.
which enables him to be a hook support that's also an assassin. Because he breaks the rules of the game a little bit because of his unique drawbacks. Now, whether Pike is balanced or not is a different story.
You're welcome.
He used to be.
Inhibitor will not be crashed just now. But actually, they're pushing up quite a bit. Tristana's got some range. He's looking for it, but he's pretty low. The Shroom's coming out. Pike's looking for something, but no one on the team is available to help. The inhibitor will finally fall. Pike might actually die. He just burned down the poison. Teemo's overstepped though, and Nazi's justice is gonna come out right on him. Mordekaiser jacking off in the jungle. It looks like he actually is moving into the bot lane. So actually, I rescind that. He has macro. He's moving in to try to take that out so they can set up the heroes later.
Nunu dies here, I think. Nope.
So I'm going to pull up a few examples right here. And you guys are going to
Okay.
see like a reduced frame rate, but it should still be running.
Mhm.
I'm going to pull up the low leaking pages of a couple of marksmen.
Alright.
First, we're going to look at Xayah,
Mhm.
and then we're going to look at Ashe, because both of those champions have some unique interactions with crit.
Mhm. I was actually thinking of Ash when I talked about my passive idea. Zaya's E can crit, right?
Yeah, Xayah's E actually has innate crit scaling.
Okay.
So, here's what it is. Xayah's feathers deal physical damage when to enemies they pass through, increased by 0 to 50% based on crit chance.
Okay.
Meanwhile, minions take 50% damage.
Alright.
Enemies take 100% minus 10% per previous feather hit damage from a feather. So the 9th feather will deal 10% damage of blade colors and base damage. This sounds like a team fight, so I'm gonna get back in. Pike is dead! Woo! There goes Teemo flashing forward. Nunu's dead! Garen is chasing him out, but here comes the big beefy Mordekaiser as well as the Soraka all really keeping it Tristana. So blue team suffers a lot, while red team suffers 0 casualties. So now that we see that scaling, Ashe is scaling. Ashe also has some crit chance scaling. So Ashe's auto attacks with her passive will slow. Subsequent basic attacks deal 10% plus 100% critical strike chance as damage.
As damage,
as
yeah.
bonus physical damage. Which sounds complicated a little bit, but we see cases of crit scaling in the game doing interesting things.
Also, I think red team just won.
They got absolutely carried by Mordecai, but you know what? Timo stepped up.
Teemo did really well too. How the fuck?
Like, Tristana scaled up decently, and Garen and not Garen. Sivir was really unable to press a lead there.
Yeah.
Of course, my casting really leaves something to be desired because I'm getting way caught up in our ideas, but I think there's not necessarily an issue with that.
I don't think there is, or at least not right now.
Let's go back to Steven for a bit.
Thank
Steven's
you.
still muted.
Rip.
Although he might not actually be here just yet. He might have stopped to use the washroom or something.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, that's fine.
So I have a slight issue with that champion.
Which champion?
The champion we're designing right now.
I love the champion as a concept. What is
Okay.
stopping them from being an AD carry?
Melee.
Melee and also the inherent thing that like. Also, don't forget their attacks can't crit.
No, I know, but they're going to be building items like static shiv, rapid fire
Exactly.
cannon.
Well, rapid fire.
Melee can't build a rapid fire cannon.
They can. Hecarim.
Can they? Oh, you're right.
I've never seen Shockmaster Hecarim extending
I
his
have.
E-range
I have.
with
It's
rapid
fucking
fire.
stupid.
So
No, the champion, despite building crit, is going to be. We're going to have to design the kit to like put them into burst patterns because.
Yeah.
And also we can tweak with base stats a little bit because the champion concepts can rely on like being balanced around low attack speed growth.
I think that's something that would be necessary for the champion, because if they have high attack speed and as an assassin have an engage, they're going to be literally just, let's say Sona lands an ult, they're going to kill the entire team before that ult ends.
Right, but have
if
you ever
we don't
seen a
fix the
champion
attacks.
who has like full crits and no on hits, and then their auto attacks like can't crit you? Like they're gonna attack you really, really fast, but it's just their raw physical damage. No on hits, no crit, no anything like that.
And that'll
I
be
mean,
able to
they
be
have on
mitigated better
hit.
by
They
armor.
have on hit from their crit, don't they? Effectively.
No.
No, because part of the passive is that their attacks actually can't crit and will. Oh, they'll do bonus on hit magic damage. That's right.
Yeah, but we could scale it to be fairly low so that building crit isn't super,
That's true,
super
and
effective.
it also gives them a good farm. Here's the important thing about that passive. Oh no, it doesn't happen. Never mind. I'm stupid.
What was your
my,
idea?
my,
Because I was about to say, here's the nice thing about that. It becomes sort of like a Z
Like-
with the bone. Oh fuck! What the hell just happened to my internet?
no clue.
Anyway, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We were on a no frame drop streak, but that has been broken today. I was thinking like because we have Zed passive and Kiana passive and Fizz W, which enable them to farm safely under tower and stuff.
Mhm.
But I thought the passive would be that for a second, but then I remembered it's crit scaling based.
Yeah,
So
I mean, some champions have two passives, to be fair.
it's very true.
that's true. Yasuo has too.
But we don't want to just straight give him Zed passive or Kiana passive.
Yeah.
So I think we'd have.
What
to
if
do
they're an
something.
energy champion?
That's also a good idea because
I
we
like
don't
that a
have
lot,
a lot of
actually.
energy champions.
And that could definitely put down the burst potential.
Now it's very
I mean, their
notable that
team point potential.
right because then they'd be limited in the abilities they can cast. But that means
Yeah.
we have to give them low cooldowns.
I'm okay with that. I actually prefer that.
I
But
personally
low
don't
cooldowns
think
on
that's
abilities
good
that can
design
crit.
for a hyperscaling champion.
Yeah, that's true. Especially on abilities that can crit, which means they'll be doing more damage.
Right, like because that restricts them in the team fight they're supposed to hyper carry.
Yeah. And so like they could overkill one or two people, but still.
Because that's the kind of champion who would have to scale up to have a good mana pool and have a good like. I don't think energy is the right design for this particular champion. Or
Right.
The concept we're going for.
Mhm.
So, but we got something really cool so far. Anyway, now for the post game questions. Steven, I unfortunately wasn't watching as much of that as I should have.
I was.
Because I'm trying to work out the balance between podcast
No,
and
no,
casting still.
I'm listening.
But,
Like I'm watching the stream.
Right. But how do you think it went? How do you feel
Really
about
well.
it?
Sivir was very oppressive, and between the Tristana and I, we had to play a lot more passively than either of us wanted to. But the second I got the flexibility to start roaming and started roaming more and more, the game just kind of turned around.
Right, you guys had a very vertical situation where your top side was insanely strong and their bot side was insanely strong. Meanwhile, mid was pretty much
Actually,
going
that's
even.
the thing. Their bot side wasn't that strong because their pike never landed an ult.
Very
Or rather,
He
it
landed
landed
one
one
ult
ult
that entire
the
game.
entire game.
But Nunu was also on that side of the map, like all the time.
True.
Yeah, Nunu was all the time on that side of the map, but that did mean that they were splitting the kill gold, and most of the kill gold was ending up on the Nunu, not the Sivir.
True, you could kind of just sustain through it. I like it. I think you played it overall not bad.
All right, Steven, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What was your first thought of that Teemo jungle, and what is your thought of the Teemo jungle now? Like that
It has
specific
not
one.
changed. It's Teemo Jungle. I think that's an awesome champion. I think it's one of the. I think that in ranked Teemo, in silver elo ranked, Teemo may be one of the most. I'm going to use meta in a weird way. Okay.
Oh, God.
The pick is not meta, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the decision to pick Teemo is based on meta reasons. Like outside of the actual game, the game outside the game.
I think Teemo is good to pick in low elo because he
Teemo
tilts
hard
people.
tilts. Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly it. That's
Yeah, that's
part,
not meta,
that
but
is-
that's like mind games.
no, that is metagame.
Right.
Metagaming,
like
yes.
the traditional
That's what you
source
mean.
of metagame.
Yes.
It
Guys-
is.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. No, you go on. You finish
No,
your
go
point.
ahead.
Sorry. I'm the worst podcast host of all time.
Anti-mage mid laner, all
Ooh,
attacks causing mana
interesting.
bleed.
Drain
Kassadin.
mana, stacking up to 3
Kassadin
times.
from TFT.
Demons from TFT.
Yeah, but Kassadin's one champion.
Wouldn't that
True.
be too good early game for what we're going for?
True.
What about a
Don't-
champion?
Don't start the queue just yet.
Sorry, yeah,
I'm gonna use the
yeah.
washroom. I'm gonna get myself some more water. If we all want to take a break now, it's the perfect time.
Yeah, I want clothes on.
Cool.
Jo-
What?
What?
I've been in bed all day, Quinn.
Okay. On that note,
Yep, I'll be back.
I'm grabbing a Coke. I'll be back. Damn it, Jacob.
I've returned.
So I was thinking of a champion, but then I have two champion concepts.
Okay,
for
let's hear 'em.
passive. But I want to wait till Quinn's back. The problem with one of them is I realized it kind of turned into Sona.
Mm.
'Cause, you know what? It's AD. It's Sona, but as a mid laner or AD carry. And the it's not really. It's weird. So the ult, I think I have to figure out an ult for them.
Right.
But the general concept,
Mhm.
all of their abilities are potions.
Oh, so basically the potion seller as a champion.
Yes,
Potion seller require your potions.
potions are self buffs that do one of three things depending on which potion you drink. And
Okay.
the entire champion is just like the only way they can deal damage to enemies is through auto attacks. They're an AD carry
Okay.
type.
all right, I'm back. What's up?
Okay,
Steven has a very interesting idea. It's potion seller the champion.
Potion
So,
seller, the champion. So
AD carry.
Deckard Cain from Heroes of the Storm.
I don't
No.
know what Deckard Cain in Heroes of the Storm is,
Oh,
but
he
okay,
drops
here's the
health
concept.
potions that you have to pick up.
No. So
No.
here's
No,
the
potion
concept,
seller
okay?
does not sell his potions.
This champion
Oh,
just has all of their abilities are potions, and they are all buffs. They have no way of dealing damage to enemies without auto attacking. 100% of their kit is buffs.
Yep.
And the thing I was initially thinking for their ult was that their ult makes their buffs AoE for a while.
Ooh.
that's a utility carry.
Yeah.
But then I realized the slight problem of that is literally just the original Sona. Like once they get their ult, they have Sona abilities.
That's so funny.
Season
Actually.
2 Sona.
So Sean has actually Steven, you can queue up now, and I'll do my best to focus a little more on the game too. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
So Sean did propose the anti-mage mid laner. All auto attacks cause a mana bleed, draining mana stacking up to 3 times. Like so, they're just gonna sap your mana and stuff. That's really cool. The problem is, I think the anti-mage fantasy is or can be better satisfied, but
I like that, Jill.
look at
Aiden,
the
that's
idiot
very good.
Carrie's name.
Wait. Oh!
Did Twitch break?
No, we're
Oh
fine.
my god!
What got sent where?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my goodness.
You have
Steven,
MILF
I
Hunter
like-
69 on your team, so good luck, Steven. See you later.
And NA Omega lol.
So yeah,
Steven, ask him if he's
the problem
calculating.
with I think the anti-mage fantasy, like originally Kassadin was that too, and Galio can do it better, and they're doing better in Silas now too. Like Silas is getting anti-mage capabilities with like, and it fits his Petricite theme too.
Right.
Mana sapping is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's also mind-numbingly frustrating.
I agree with that.
The
Oh!
mana bleed didn't stack, but scaled off the crit chance.
Steven might be going Zillion here.
Echo Zillion!
Yes!
I knew you would do that.
Because here's the thing about assassins with silences.
Mhm.
That has no counterplay.
That's true.
Do you remember? This is
can't
before
even
my
flash
time a little
away.
bit, but do you remember when almost every assassin had a silence?
No. I didn't play. You played
That was
before
really
me.
unfun. I also didn't play in that time, but like season 3 and stuff, Talon had a silence, Kassadin
Wait,
had a silence.
Talon's
Can
that old?
confirm.
Yep. LeBlanc had a silence on Q
Wait, when the fuck did Talon get added?
a while ago. Let's take a look at the picks so far, though. The only support bans, actually 3 of them, Soraka, Pike, and Leona were all banned, and that prompted
Oh, what the fuck?
Steven to pick Zillion. We now have Zillion, Warwick, Tristana, Gangplank, and a potential Zed being locked in for the red side. Meanwhile, Skarner and Yumi picked. That can go very well together, along with Misfortune, who can kind of mitigate some of that. Akali, Camille locked in, so this is a really good Yumi comp, actually. Zed possibly going to be picked into the Camille, or the Akali, rather.
Not sure who wins that matchup. I think it's Zed, because he can blink out of her attacks, like her ult.
Steven and Warwick are bringing the magic damage on this team, but, which is important given the Skarner, because she's, like, tanky.
Did you say Skarner as a she?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So, we now have a proposal where our champion can have a mana bleed on their auto attacks,
Okay.
scaling off their crit chance.
Alright,
We
that
then
could work.
also have
Can
to
they...
consider the historical like disaster of assassins having silences, which sapping someone's mana is sort of a silence, or like it can become a silence, and it's
Right.
also utterly useless against a lot of people.
Yeet.
Which is the issue here. Imagine them in ARAM. Gross. We're also not balancing around ARAM though.
If it's an ARAM, just build Presence of Mind. Problem solved. You have your mana.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Double heal. Yumi, Misfortune both have heal. Meanwhile, it teleports for both top laners, ignite for both mid laners, ignite for both supports. You know, like pretty standard summoner spells here.
Huh.
Nothing to be.
Why do they have double heal?
Well,
Is that
because they
good?
fucked up?
Oh, okay.
It's not good. Do you know about heal sickness?
No, what does it do?
If summoner heal is cast, then a debuff goes on everyone affected by it. Where
That
as long as
reduces
it's
healing.
as long as it's active, the next summoner heal is not as effective.
Okay, like 50% or...
Something like that. I don't know the exact number, but redemption sickness is also a thing.
Okay.
35%. Like 35% effectiveness or reduction. We don't know for sure. So let's talk about this like mana sapping idea a little more.
Yep.
Because you don't do anything to champions with other secondary resources. 80 carries aren't going to care that much.
Yep.
The Essence Reaver carries can get it back. Enchantress supports, by the time you have that online, are gonna have like a lot of mana.
Yeah, I
regen,
think
so
it'd
if
be
you don't kill
more
anyone-
of an early game thing. Lasts for 35 seconds?
Right.
Damn.
So, and the way the game is designed right now, mana costs do not become that significant later game.
Yeah. So what if it's percentage mana burn?
What if it's a mana lockout?
Oh.
Where
like
a
that.
chunk of your mana is restricted for as long as the debuff lasts.
Okay. Does it scale, do you think?
It'd be percent of your max mana.
I mean, does it scale per auto attack?
Maybe. But I'm not so sold on the idea just yet because again,
Right.
like the mana that doesn't affect everyone that much.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
it's
mute for a second
cool.
to untangle my headset.
Okay. We also have to consider whether we're okay with this champion being just a counter pick, right? And is that even going to be significant if you're just going to fucking kill them later? Or is this, again, the wrong champion for that idea? Because honestly, I think it's really goddamn cool. I think it's something that the game doesn't have and could maybe use, although it is a little frustrating. But if it's a mana lockout, it's not as bad. This might be the wrong champion for it. That's my concern right now. On a late game scaling assassin, that comes online when the mana costs don't matter as much and when you're probably just going to kill someone anyway. So unfortunately, although the idea has a lot of merit, although I think it's really cool, I don't think there's anything we can do with it on this particular champion. Yumi has a regular runes, rather. Airy with a resolve secondary. Steven's also running Airy. I think that may have been a mistake. But actually, no, because he's going to put the shield on people by speeding them up.
Okay, so
Both
Quinn?
AD carries with PTA. Conk Akali, so we might have a bruise or something. Skarner is running Predator. Grasp Camille, very interesting. Almost like she doesn't want to trade long into the gangplank.
Mm-hmm.
So if those are the summoner spell or the runes we're paying attention to. Kill, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Heyo.
So chat. What do you think? Do you think we should shelve that concept for another champion at another time? Because I personally do.
I'm in chat now.
Oh, I see, Jacob. Thank you.
Also, I forgot to say my number one thing that I want most in my assassins.
What do you want in your assassins?
Outplay and counterplay potential.
Outplay and counterplay potential. Well, we haven't really gotten into the actual kit.
I know. I'm just saying, like, but for when we do start the kit, I want that to be
Right,
there.
and if we want to pull them away from their auto attacks, just their abilities, we need that for sure.
Yeah. Like, Riven's got a lot of outplay potential, but once she gets fed, she has just so high outplay potential that there's really not much counterplay.
The important thing, actually, we actually have a pretty good design of the passive right now.
Yeah.
Because AD assassins almost invariably have an auto attack interspersed in their combo.
Mm-hmm.
Which usually would proc Duskblade, but in our case is just going to be a big on-hit magic damage that scales off crit.
Yeah.
Which makes it way better late game.
Mm-hmm.
That can be
I have an
per
idea.
target cooldown.
What if instead of scaling, adding on-hit magic damage, it's all magic damage on the autos that scales with crit?
That makes
No,
it a
actually,
little,
that's too
that
hard to
makes it
itemize.
too hard to itemize them into.
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
Cool, my night's going pretty good. I'm having a good time so
Same.
far.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
So right now, actually, the passive's fine.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to add more shit onto the passive because it already has
Alright.
bonus magic damage with a unique mechanic on it that restricts them from actually critting.
On a build,
It just
on autos,
changes how
anyways.
crits work. And then they're incentivized to build crits based on their abilities having unique crit scaling.
Yeah.
So our passive is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have inherent scaling built into the champion with crit, and I'm so glad I didn't write off the idea because you guys have come up with some brilliant ideas for that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now we need to work on the rest of the champion. Before we get
Right.
into that, let's take a moment to identify the junglers. Warwick is actually starting on the top side of the map, with
Yep,
Skarner
he
getting into
wants
the
red.
bot lane. The Skarner Spire was secured by Zillion.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna,
Actually,
we're gonna
red start for Warwick is good for him. Really good for him.
right, and he may have an opportunity to gank bot later.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So, we're building a complete champion. That's gonna be watch bots this season. That's the plan. We do expect to see some action down there. Oh, okay. Okay, Tristana.
What is
Ignite comes
she-
out. Double heal comes out. Another ignite. Steven's gonna flash for the auto attack and first blood for the Zillion. A very messy fight. Camille, meanwhile, hookshotting into the Gangplank with the level lead. No help from either jungler going to be available, but Camille manages to get the kill on the Gangplank. And
Oh, I
the sooner
thought
that
she was
champion
gonna take
gets for
another tower
Triforce,
shot.
the more dangerous this is gonna get.
Yep.
With our champion, we need thematics. We need... We don't need to come up with a backstory or anything. But we need their kit and like how they look in the game. And remember, in champion design, thematics can actually influence the kit too. Because we
Yeah,
need
like it
we
did
need
for
a
ours.
cohesive package here.
Yeah.
We got some assassin trading going in here. Flash for flash, ignite burned by Zed. Kind of a
I don't
confusing
think he
trade,
should've
honestly.
flashed.
I don't think any of that should have happened, but it is what it is. Warwick looking for an invade. He finds there's nothing available on the bot side, but it's the side of the map he wants to be on. Crab spawning. He may get a gank. So, what do we want this champion to be? You know, it'd be fucking hilarious.
What?
Do we have a Yordle assassin yet?
No. Let's make a female Yordle assassin.
We do not have a Yordle assassin. But don't commit to an idea yet. We're brainstorming.
Right.
We don't have any reason for them to be a Yordle just yet. Yeah, but Tyrion, wouldn't that be fucking amazing?
That'd be like the first Yordle I actually play.
Yeah, because you basically, we want one of the big design goals of this champion is that Jacob wants to play them. Warwick coming in with the blood sense. Jaws of the Beast comes out a little too early. Not able to find the kill.
Damn.
Okay, but more serious, the design goal is to provide an assassin niche that League of Legends doesn't have, in this case an 80 scaling assassin. In the mid lane. Because Nocturne kind of scales.
Kinda, but
Kinda.
he's doesn't go in
He's also
super
attack
well in
speed
mid lane.
and he's
Yeah.
a very irregular assassin. His only mobility is his ult, which is big, but
Yeah.
I don't think his Q trail gives him move speed, right?
It does, yes. And 2080.
So let's think about the thematics. We could make a Yordle, Vastaya, someone from like Zon or Piltover, or like... And I think what we should do, I don't want to create a new region for League of Legends, because it's not my world, it's not my lore.
Okay.
I think, and that's something I've been doing with DMing. Camille getting a good trade on the Gangplank. Warwick's still hovering around the mid lane. His
Gangplank got
has
greedy
not been
trying
what
to
I
get
expected.
a cannon minion.
Gangplank's getting grasp stacks though. He's doing alright for himself. Sweep. I'm gonna refresh myself on the Hextech Ultimatum, Impale, Perfect Execution, Bullet Time, Final Chapter, Chrono Break, Buster Shot, Death Mark, Infinite
Hey,
Duress, and Cannon Barrage.
Can you show me Gangplank CS for a moment?
Gangplank has 27 CS to Camille's 26.
Okay. He's
Actually,
doing
he's
better
actually
than
doing
her.
alright, but with a recall coming in, with the wave pushed up, and no teleport available, he's going to get punished with. Warwick is
Yeah.
looking right now.
Not looking, he's just running in.
Yeah, he sure is. Here comes Zed, who maybe doesn't have a shadow available? He does not. No W. Maybe a champ that belongs to no region. That's also possible. We can also do that. We can also... There's also Void. Tristana going to rocket jump right in. Ignite immediately comes onto her, but Steven has sped her up, and she's now auto on a creep. You know, pretty damn good for her. Gonna burn the Ignite from Yumi. Very positive trade for the bot lane. If you can burn a summoner spell for almost nothing, always good. But Skarner's hovering around. He's actually moving pretty fast around the river. Let's take a look at Skarner's runes for a second.
I think he has water walking.
Skarner does in fact have Celerity Water Walking. So yeah, he's very
so.
fast around his spires. Can you see if I click? Yeah, you can see most of it. Although,
Oh, that 112 gold felt nice.
so let's think about the assassins we have. We do have Noxian assassins. In fact, we have a lot of Noxian assassins. Perfect execution from the Akali, not going to find anything. Skarner running in to give her backup, but Zeg just going to jump out. Barely missing the kill on Zed. Gangplank actually has a good position with his ward to get himself some safety in the river with some vision. Akali's sticking around, gonna make herself a vulnerable target to this Warwick, who does not have ult, but does have a little thing called Blue Smite. Hey look, Death March just came out. Nice fucking job, Akali.
Just randomly ignites.
So, yeah, we have a lot of Noxian assassins already. Katarina, Talon, we can count LeBlanc. No more. We're not gonna make a Noxian assassin.
Nope.
We're not gonna even consider Ishao Khan, which is, of course, the new region that was introduced with Kiana. Because Kiana's the only champion from that region. I guess we now count Zyra and other people in the jungle. Like, I think Ivern counts now. Even though he's originally Freljord.
Alright.
A good Cloud Drake picked up from red side. So no Ishao Khan. Oh yeah, Nidalee counts too because of the jungle. The Kumungu jungle. Nico is Ishao Khan now. There's no Ascended Assassin.
Yeah, one died.
Yeah, Yumi very close, but gets like her whole philosophy, the whole you and me stuff. Yumi doesn't want to die. It's like Maya jumping on my mouse pad. It's like, bitch, you won't do anything, and I'm like, you're right. Akali taken very low. She's trading super aggressively with the Zed. Camille with a positive creep wave, but Gangplank's just gonna be able to do something with that. Skarner can look for a dive here, though. Impale is available.
There's not Freddy or Assassin.
It's on Gangplank. It is on Gangplank, who has removed Scurvy. So we're gonna have to watch and see if they go for the dive, because if they can Impale, remove the Scurvy, and then Hextech Ultimatum come out, they're going for it. Impale comes out, Gangplank going to cleanse it as predicted, and Camille does fucking up. So, final chapter comes out, but Tristana has a rocket jump. Misfortune like flashes forward though. Tristana manages to flash. Steven with an excellent slowdown, but now he's also in danger. Flash comes out, speeds himself up. Excellent disengage from the bot lane. Yeah, there's no Freljord Assassin, there's no Ascended Assassin. There's no Darkened Assassin.
There's a Darkened Assassin.
Infinite duress. Warwick goes in 1v2, going to possibly fear the Misfortune. But look, they have so many goddamn heals because they've got double summon heal. Warwick manages to heal through the Ignite, but now flashing away from the Yuumi, who's really, really scary. This Yuumi's so terrifying. Warwick going to heal up, but Yuumi's now in a creep wave, so she dies. Isn't Yasuo in exile? Yes,
Warwick
he is.
just
But
canceled
he
like
has ties
3
to
autos.
Ionia. He is an Ionian champion. He just is technically illegal.
An illegal Ionian.
I wish Yasuo was illegal. Camille's sitting on a pink. She's finally realized. Let's take a look at the items for a second. Gangplank has a Sheen now. That's going to be a lot more comfortable for him. Steven building his Lost Chapter. Good, because he's the core mage on this team. Misfortune building, Tristana rather, building into an Infinity Edge with a weird build path. Misfortune is building into Bork that we've come to expect from early game Misfortune. Other than that, there aren't any completed items. Only 10 minutes. Here comes bullet time, but they don't have ways to get out. Steven actually standing in a really smart spot and dissuading them with the double bomb. How do we want our assassin to play? Like, what themes do we want to reflect here? And why are they a scaling assassin?
Why? That's a good.
Like, because that question is something that we're doing character design right now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, there has to be a cohesive kit. Although at the same time, like, why is Misfortune an early game champion? Why is Lucian an early game champion? Like, those don't necessarily have correlation. Why is Gangplank fucking terrible early game? Like, that's not necessarily reflected in the lore. But it's cool if we can. Predator pops the Skarner Flash, not going to get the Impale quite yet because he's suppressed instead. Camille going to TP in, Hextech Ultimatum locks up the Zed, manages to close the gap. Here comes the Impale that he's been holding. Drops on the Warwick. Warwick, no ult available. Gangplank has roamed down here, but a stun available for Skarner because E has gone through. But Skarner's just going to kind of leave his Camille out to dry. He realizes there's no way they win this. Camille flashing out, going to look for a hookshot escape, but Gangplank flash with a parlay. Warwick going to finish off the kill.
Nice.
1-for-1 in the end. Warwick 4-0-0 at this point.
Pretty good.
We have our Bilgewater Assassin. I always wanted a Bilgewater Assassin, and I always wanted a Bilgewater support. And then Pike comes out, I'm like, holy shit, this is what I've always wanted.
Move Hunter 69, hunting that Scuttle Crab.
But here comes the gank. Bot lane ganking their own lane. Final chapter going to try to mitigate it, but maybe a buster shot into the wall could get something going. There comes the buster shot. Chrono Shift is available, and Yuumi going to kill Tristana here. Rocket Jump's coming in. Steven's tanking the creeps, though. Managed to stun the Yuumi, though. Zed, meanwhile, getting a power dive with
Steven.
Deathmark. No Impale available. Not really scared of the Skarner. Nothing is up. So Zed's going to get out scot-free. Well played by him, but honestly, a death for Steven. Setting up an extra kill for his AD carry. Kind of embarrassing to die to a Yuumi like that, but you know what it is, what it is.
He didn't die to a Yuumi, he died to a caster minion. That's even worse.
Skarner trying to cut off Zed's escape. Realizes there's a pink in there. Zed literally going to clear the ward in front of his face and then leave. So
Oh,
chat,
they might get that tower.
the problem is, Freljord kind of ties into my old concept, too. Entirely ice-based assassin. Ooh. Hey look, hook shot. 2 ults consumed for Camille E. Ultimately not worth it.
Rip.
But Warwick might look for the Herald here. Camille doesn't have... Does she have to back?
No.
Quick peek. Triforce components coming in at the same rate for both top laners. Uh-oh. Steven! Tristana really needs some XP right there. Bullet time comes out, but Tristana can't get any XP. If Zillion is dead...
Steven, no!
Surely a misclick. But because they weren't in combat yet. Oh my god. Infinity Edge comes up for Tristana. Duskblade for Zed. Very important
Ooh,
item.
big power spikes.
Steven's moving GLP. Okay, that's fair.
Who's TPing again?
I was
it
thinking Zed
Gangplank?
gank. Yep, and here comes Zed. Warwick going to die because Akali's actually up there. Meanwhile, Zed with the counter roam. Deathmark comes in with Scorch and ultimately kind of unnecessary because she was so low. But hey, an Ignite. Yuumi takes out Zed. Now it's 2v1 on the Gangplank. The bot lane is slowly coming. If they over push this, then they will get caught by the red team bot lane. Here comes Tristana. Rocket jumping in. Gonna get slowed up by Skarner though. So now we've got a split map right now. The jungler dead. Skarner's down here though. Gonna be risky to go for any objectives. He's kind of low, but there's a cat on him. Bloodthirster actually finished for Misfortune, not Blade of the Ruin. So let's start by talking about what regions we can rule out. Because we do not want to make a Noxian Assassin. We are not going to make a Bilgewater Assassin. I personally do not want to make a Freljord Assassin with this concept.
I personally actually like an Exile idea.
That's not a bad idea. That's going to attract so many edgelords to our champion now.
So?
And there's already so many edgelord assassins. Think about it. Think about how many edgelords. I mean, because assassin players tend to like edgelords.
Yep.
What if we did something totally different though? In terms of like their personality or something.
A nice assassin?
Well, not necessarily nice, but not like giga edgy. Because, okay, Kane is the best type. Skarner has so yeah, bullet time not gonna do anything. Uh-oh, it's Zed. Uh-oh, infinite duress! Yeah, Yordle might fit perfectly then. That's so funny. But let's not rule everything out. We could still do an Ascended champion. We could do... I mean, the Darkin are usually very edgy. The perfect excuse for up with Polly, a great bomb from Zillion. Zed decides to Deathmark for some reason. Akali going to die, but it's at the cost of the Zillion. Piltover could be cool, yeah.
Ooh.
Piltover could be really cool with this idea. Do we have a true Piltover assassin? We have Echo from Zon.
We have Vi, but she usually builds Bruiser.
But we do not have a Piltover assassin there. Jace is not an assassin. I don't count him at all. There's no Demacian assassin unless we're counting Quinn.
Right.
What about an Aladdin-esque personality?
Interesting.
Yeah, Aladdin's kind of fun, isn't he? So Aladdin and Robin Hood, though, like, they're very much thieves more so than assassins. So we can't lift
I mean,
the
do we have to have
personality.
the
We just
assassin
have to give-
playstyle champion actually be an assassin?
Not necessarily. I've got it. Our assassin is an elderly old woman who accidentally kills people. But that's not. That would be a great mage. She throws pies. That's an 80 carry! Oh my god. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Uh-oh, poor Collie. Or not.
Yeah, Jace is the closest from assassins in Piltover, but Quinn is the closest from assassins.
That's a fast garner.
Um,
Yumi's owner.
Demacia, rather. Warwick is currently doing the Herald. We have an objective-focused jungler, which is what we like to see. Triforce check. Ding, 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 ding. Camille's got hers done, while Gangplank is not. That's going to be big for Camille right now. Until Gangplank can finish that, he's going to be at a huge disadvantage. Look at that.
There's a play happening mid lane, I think. Or was.
Akali's kind of looking for it. He's going to get it, but the Deathmark going to dodge everything. Akali going to Zanya's right away. It's going to be an actual bad block. Here comes bullet time. Zed brings right back into it, but an excellent bomb from Steven. And Akali carries it right back into the rest. Tristana flashing forward. This is massive. Buster Shot manages to get, like, displace the suppressed
Warwick ulted in too.
Fortune. And a massive fight for them. Zed, your Does Zed even die? Zed didn't die.
No, he fucking lived.
Meanwhile, Warwick going to get the Herald off, and it's disaster for the blue team. Really well played over there by everyone. Steven decides he wants his Warwick to be level 11. I agree. And the Tristana plus Herald combo is disgusting.
Holy shit.
We also have quite a lot of Ionian assassins already, don't forget. So I think we can rule out Ionia as well, because, you know, we got a lot. We got Akali and Zed. The thing I love about Kayn, though, is he's the funniest fucking edge possible. Impale on Brazilian. Tristana caught up on Hextech Ultimatum, going to be forced out, but here comes Chrono Shift, and Akali does finish her off while she's going to revive. Steven manages to get out of that. Tristana on the back there, going to jump forward into the Camille, trying to get the bomb finished, but hookshot forward, going to stun her up, Tristana going to die for it. And Warwick has fallen as well. Misfortune kind of low, everyone kind of low. Yumi is available. The Herald taken out, but the inhib exposed. Steven going to have to watch out here. Probably going to get stunned up by Skarner at the E, but no, here comes. Here comes like another hook shot. Zed goes in because he feels like it. Decides to delay his auto attack for 13 quadrillion years. Almost dies to Yumi because it was the least clean Zed deathmark I've ever seen, and decides to auto. Yumi's gonna kill you, mate. Piltover, Exile, or Vandal City are all good choices. Don't forget about the Vastaya, though.
A Vastayan assassin would be amazing, and I am totally up for that.
I did mention that near the beginning, and I think it kind of got swept under the radar.
Mm.
So our
Yeah,
options right now are like Yordle,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? The Rakana's bisexual headcanon I can get behind. That kind of makes sense. Let me make a counter proposal.
Okay.
There's like 6 birds in this game.
Holy fuck, Hextech Vastaya.
Ooh. Yeah, we need 10 birds in the game. There's 6 Yordles. We can have 7 birds.
No, that could be cool as hell.
Warwick, you missed your Tiamat. Oh, well, Warwick's dead. Oh, damn. Y'all actually gonna
like a Hextech Vastaya.
Whoa, is that?
Kinda,
That was clean.
I'm not casting this at all. Hey, everyone's dead.
Steven's alive!
Oh, shit.
How much health is he at?
He is at 29.
He was at less than that a few moments ago. Oh wait, that's his team. Okay.
Although that's kind of Hextech Augmented Vastaya sounds sick as hell. Yeah, that's kind of neat, isn't it? Hi, Creeble. You're just in time to help us design some champions. Why do we have a Vastaya living near Piltover?
It could
And
be
what,
exiled.
and what kind are they? Hard to tell this team. Warwick locked up by the Hextech Ultimatum, going to finish off the inhibitor before he dies, though. Skarner's Predator has been popped. He's now making a beeline for Zed, as they're kind of looking for pressure, but the red team's kind of not on the same page here. They're looking at different spots. Zed gonna get stunned up. Impale is not available. Akali has started perfect execution trying to get on him, and she's dashed forward, and Ignite's coming out from Akali, getting the kill.
Yeah. I'm kind of streaming.
Meanwhile, though, the bot lane decided to get Dragon. So that's that. Guys, do we want to commit to the Hextech Vastaya, because Hextech is a great alternative, or like, sorry, it's a great justification for AD. Like a champ that scales based on the damage he takes. Kind of like a tank. The more he tanks, the tankier he gets. God, that sounds fun.
How about more like a berserker type character? Medium low base health, but the more damage, lower health he is, the more damage he does.
Steven prefers a more traditional Piltover champ. The entire point of the Vastaya is that they're all natural. You know what? There is kind of like...
True.
There is kind of like a separation, but at the same time, let's think about the Vastaya, because not all of them are like that. The ones in Ionia, yeah, they very much want their... Like Xayah Rakan kind of want to be left alone and, like, have their own, like, natural society and stuff. Ari is, like, caught up in that a little bit. Although Ari really just wants to not murder people she sleeps with.
Yep.
That's a gross oversimplification. Zed has killed Misfortune. More Ionian, less Hextech. Giant Yordle. Don't forget about the... Okay, Scar actually going to take out the Zed, but Chrono Shift enabled. Akali going in her Shroud, but that Warwick's a fast boy. Looking for the damage reduction on the tower. Yoink! You're dead. This Zillion Chrono Shift coming in clutch so many times.
I think Camille's like the only one on their team that's actually performing well and actually getting towers.
Doing great. Like, this
Oh, Trishana level 13?
And Gangplank has been doing all he needs to do.
Yeah. I actually think that's game.
Right, but at the same time, we have, like, Wukong, who is very much, like, in Civilization. Or not really. He's kind of doing his own thing, but he's, like... He's learning. He's like, in this actual school.
Don't chase kills.
Like, he's Master Yi's student, right? Then we have Nami, who... Very far south. Like, I think she's kind of near Shurima. In the ocean, doing her own thing, going to Targon. I guess there really is no traditional civilization.
Also, would it be okay if I take a short break to help my family with something?
Of course.
Okay, I'll be back.
I'm gonna go talk to Steven. Steven, how are you doing? How do you feel about that game? You feel mute, I see. Thank you. So, So here's the concepts we're working with right now. Still, we got some ideas. We're not committed to any one of them, but Discord's broken. Outstanding. That's gonna put a damper on things. Karibo, you just came in, right? Here's the concept we're working with right now, just so you can be on the same page as us. We have decided to start building an assassin. We're making an AD assassin who goes in the mid lane, and we want to make them a scaling assassin because that's the niche that they can fill that no one else does. There is no AD scaling assassin in the game, so that's why you would pick them over Kassadin for like the different damage type, or even Diana, but there's no real reason strategically to pick Diana, except for like some matchups. So that's where we are. We have a passive defined, and that passive is going to be something to do with crit scaling. So this champion is going to do bonus magic damage on their auto attacks with a per target cooldown that scales with their crit. So it's really like I think it's actually 0 early game or close to it. But then as you build crit, it augments the damage that on hit will do. Meanwhile, their actual auto attacks cannot crit. Instead, the crit is converted into this on hit. And after that, we're going to put crit scalings on their abilities, so that we keep some so we have the scaling theme going, because you need a lot of crit, like crit marksman scale. That's what they do. So we're using the same principle. What if it's a shiv item? What if they have static shiv? Then they're gonna shock you. Steven, try leaving the call and coming back. You meant that it's an energizer. Their passive is energizer. That's cool. So long as their energizer resets on kill. That could be fucking cool. That's still more inbuilt synergy with fleet footwork, which this champion is likely going to want to take to survive lane, unless they take electrocute like Cassidon's been doing lately. But anyway, that's where we have right now. That's what we have right now. That's where we are right now. We're just now trying to figure out some themes so we can start building the kit, because we're kind of juggling between the ideas of like Vastaya, Piltover based, Ascended. I think we also said Yordle. We could have a Yordle assassin. We already have a Void assassin, but like we could do some cool stuff with Void. And if we wanted to do Vastaya, don't forget, like, here, I'm even gonna pull up my client for a second. Let's go take a look at some other champions who are in the game already. And we're gonna look especially at the Vastaya right now and the assassins. So like Akali's Ionia. Hi Steven, welcome back. We got Ari, Fox Girl. We got
I think Piltover or Yordle fit best. Especially if we're looking at like working in that energizer effect.
We do have 2 Piltover Yordles.
Yeah, exactly. That's why honestly I feel like energizer items always feel very Piltover-esque to me, you know?
Right, I kind of get that. Sean, if we associate Singed into this, then it's definitely Zon. The species that the species that what Nunu rides on as an assassin.
You mean Willump?
Yeah, Willump. Sean forgot who Willump is, apparently.
No,
So, yeah.
that's Karibo.
Oh, that's Karibo? My bad. I mixed you all up. Yeah, and let's take a look at Camille, too. Camille is all Hextech augmented and stuff. And she's got some cool shit going on here.
So I feel like
we don't need to come up with the lore of why there's, like, some Vastaya here. Although we should have some idea, because it's character design.
Well, what will they look like?
That's a good... Okay, so guys, are we moving into the Vastaya direction? Because I see there's a lot of discussion in chat with that. And it seems to be resonating with people. Yeah, because, you know, Nami's Vastayan, Nico's Vastayan. And if we want to expand the Vastayan lore, like, they didn't do much with it for a long time, so now they're starting to pump out, like, occasional champs like that. Here's another...
What is Rengar?
What's Rengar? Rengar's Vastayan.
Okay, so we actually do have a number of Vastayan assassins already.
We do have 1, and I guess if you count Wukong as well, we have 2.
And what about Warwick?
Karibo does want Yordle for sure. Warwick's
I
a mutant.
think Yordle.
Warwick was just some dude.
Oh, really? Huh. Cool.
But it drains any second bar.
So he's on. Got it.
That's a cool idea. Oh, mana regains mana to you. Rage gives health. Energy gives movement speed.
Oh. You know what I almost want as a
Very dependent
you
on
know
the champions you play
for
against.
for a bit of fluff. Do you know what I want to change that to almost?
What do you want to change?
Don't give them mana. Make them a character that has no secondary.
That's tricky to balance. We have to be careful with that.
I know it's tricky. I'm talking about specifically about Sean's idea. But if their champion is focused on draining one of the 3, it'd be like super cool if they didn't have it.
We have some adaptive mechanics in the game, and let's go back to Camille again. Camille's passive is useful against everyone. Because it's going to give you a shield that's specifically good against your target. Based on their damage type, right? So it doesn't matter, like... relying on the specific resource... makes it weird, like, because there's so many resources in the game, and most of them have mana.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, Sean. I do like it a lot. I still
But
think it's not right for this champion.
I feel like a champion like that should have been introduced at the beginning of the game.
It's not too late. We have Silas now.
No, I mean, if they were being introduced, I think a champion like that should have been introduced at the very start and balance needed to be built around them. You would have to have more energy champions and more. And now that we have how many champions?
Predominantly mana champions, because mana is like the easiest resource to deal with.
Exactly.
It's got a very clear design philosophy. I mean, energy does too, but adapting champions are rare. Very true. But we're seeing more of them as time goes on.
Is Katarina just a hard counter to them?
Yeah, with no resource. Sean said it's supposed to be random, but then how do you play against that? How do you know what you're going to get? The RNG effects on core parts of your kit are immensely frustrating for everyone involved. We do have RNG in the game. We do have
what
the Zoe
champions
balloons.
have RNG in their
But
kit?
Zoe. But the Zoe balloons had to be tuned a lot. They're still frustrating. Gotta get mana, health, or move speed.
But realistically, you get mana.
Right. Which is good, but then it sets you up like
you know what I would say? Rage or nothing give health.
Maybe. It's predetermined at the start of the match. Or we could have it be consistent. Or we could have, like, the no resource be consistent. I think that's probably the better approach to take.
Do any other champions...
So you don't have to load it and say, fuck me, I'm getting mana this game and I wanted move speed. Or something like that.
So what other champions have, like... I mean, I guess Thresh has randomness in his passive.
No, I disagree. Okay, well, yeah, the soul spawning.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Bard chimes spawn randomly.
Yeah, Bard has a bit of...
It could be like Kane, where you make a choice at the beginning, and at a certain level you can change it. You can choose what resource you get on your I think that should be like a more general thing, where you'd want to select what resource you get back from your passive there.
Yeah. And honestly, I'd almost want to say this almost starts bleeding out of anti-mage.
Yeah, and it's just a cool concept.
I think it would be really cool if
we've got a passive defined already, right?
Oh yeah, I think he's talking about something different. I think he's talking about a different champ.
If you need health, you get health. I think that's got a really cool concept though. Okay, here's what we do. Here's what we do. We put a bar on top, like the Kindred Mark bar, like the Nico clone bar, and that's got your resources on it. And you can choose one of 5 resources that your auto attacks will give you.
Yep. And this is
on a per champion cooldown, of course. Yeah, this is not our assassin at this point, because this is gonna have to be like, or it feels like it'd be great for something different.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we can adjust the passive or something. But I just think the design of our passive is so good right now that I don't.
Yeah, no,
it's
think...
nice. It's simple. It defines the champion, and we're good. Right?
I think the assassin is very much... Now,
so this passive that we're talking about, yeah, branching off the anti-mage concept, I think it'd be really cool as a passive where you select what resource you want, on a cooldown, of course, like Kindred Mark, and then your auto attacks on an enemy champion will sap a resource.
Right.
It could be move speed. It could be health. It could be mana, which is then... it then goes into, oh my god, imagine how fucking insane that champion would be into Kled. You take mana, you drain his courage so he can't remount as you regenerate your mana.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
So
you'd like a new Juggernaut.
We should design a Juggernaut later. We should probably focus on one champion at a time.
But yeah, but I think that concept should be on another champion, because our passive is beautiful, simple, defines the champion, and it's an awesome idea to keep on the shelf to pull out for later. Steven, would you mind queuing up? I'm gonna need you to stream again.
Right, that's broken.
Is it?
I meant because I didn't,
Oh, right. But for now, right now, we're going to try to finish our assassin. We're going to try to get as much of the kit done, and if we have time to start on another champion concept later, I'd love to do that, because I'm having a blast.
I think there's an important question that should actually happen before we decide what our character is from, where our character's from.
What's that? What do you think?
What's their weapon?
That's kind of part of the theme that we need to build up all together, right?
Yeah, but I feel like that's a better starting place. Yeah. Is what type of weapon? Do they use like a small dagger, or do they use a sword, or do they have a natural weapon of some sort? Because like that should be reflective of how the character plays.
Yes,
and the items that they build.
we need to consider the fact that they're going to have a ranged ability as an AD assassin. We need to consider the fact that they're going to be a melee champion.
Yeah.
And thank you for that good starting point.
Draven
Dual swords.
Steven,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have you mute and deafen right now. We'll continue the discussion as after I finish spectating your champion select. So, but thank you for that. That's a good starting point. Whipping nut, pilt over energy whip, or something like that. That'd be sick as hell. So let's look at the support bands for right now. Lux and Pike banned by the red team. You know, Draven's off the table. Ra, Kayn, Jhin, Shen, Talon, Lee Sin, all good champions to ban here, I suppose. They're bans. Yasuo locked in immediately for the blue side, followed up by Alistar and Veigar for red. Xin Zhao is going to come out, and there is no magic damage on this team against an assassin. Or against an Alistar. I'm reading the word assassin too much. Do we have a Shadow Isles assassin? I'm inclined to say no, but I'm going to have to double check. Morgana is Steven's answer to this. Or not. It could be Karma. It's Karma, in fact.
Always trust.
So we're going
your
to see how
skin.
Steven does with Karma right now. Don't forget, Karma's Q was nerfed on the AP ratio a little bit, but it should still be enough to hopefully bully early. Jarvan and Renekton then locked in. A lot of early game strength for every lane but mid right now. Jinx and Alawi then picked. So Steven's team has a good mix of early game strength and like a late game carry, and there is no Shadow Isles assassin. Interesting. Kaisa going around at the team comp. Very strong champion there. So we don't have a Shadow Isles assassin, too. Are we married to the idea of a, like, Vastaya or Piltover champion? Because, fuck, there's also Yordle, and there's also Ascended, and there's also... I don't think Elise counts as an assassin, really. And if you're saying Evelyn, she's been written out of Shadow Isles.
I've returned.
Welcome back, Jacob. You're on the wrong call. I'm moving.
Oh. Yeet.
Yeah, Elise is like a mage fighter hybrid. That's her niche there.
Mhm.
And you're right. Riot has moved away from the Shadow Isles. Fortunately, we did just get the Mordekaiser rework, which is pretty good. But we should consider Shadow Isles at some point, because Shadow Isles is a cool region that I would like to explore some more. But now that we've established the big bad, like with Mordekaiser and all that, where do we go from there? Summoner spell checkup. Veigar is running Ignite. What the fuck? Bruh. That's terrifying. I understand Veigar's support running Ignite, but mid lane against a Yasuo? Yeah, this Veigar might be in danger, but if he gets off the ground, he's going to be unstoppable. So yeah, Steven's right in that we should determine our character's weapon type. And that we should determine, like, where they're from. There's no whip champ.
Dual swords.
I know...
Dual swords.
Katarina, Kale. Who else? I'm pretty sure there's one more. Okay, we don't have a proper, like, dual sword fighter, like, like, swinging like that. Whip would give them some reach beyond melee. Ooh, that's very true.
That is true.
They'd have to look like they're not a melee champ. They'd have to be like a weird 300 range champion or something.
That could be interesting as an assassin,
Which
though.
could be interesting, but we want them to get close to take that risk. And there's Thresh, who has a whip on his skins, even though it's more of a hook. Or
Geesh.
you know, it'd be
Thresh
kinda cool.
just does, I forgot his name.
How would you make a flail fighter assassin?
Ooh.
I don't think that would work very well. That's why he brought Shadow Isles up, because it'd make it easier to decide the weapon. Very true. Mordekaiser's got his massive Juggernaut mace. What about this, like, tiny mace? Well, like a more reasonable one-handed mace.
Okay.
That could be sweet.
Assassins usually don't use blunt weapons, though, do they?
Not
Or
usually, no.
at least, like, thematically?
But if we
That
have a
could be interesting,
mace
though.
and stuff, how are we going to make ranged weapons? Or ranged attacks?
Give him a crossbow in one arm.
Right? It seems to dislike necromancy. Like, There are good Shadow Isles reworks. Yorick was relatively recent, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. Mordekaiser, 2-weapon fighting
like
with a dagger
that.
toss. That's Katarina.
like that a lot.
That's actually just Katarina.
That is just Katarina. Yeah.
So we can't use that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run to the washroom right now. Jacob, can you? I'm gonna have to move. Oh, fuck, I can't move my camera. I'm gonna delete my camera. There we go.
Okay.
Jacob, can you start talking about some of the weird things you see here, if any? Like, just do a quick
yeah.
analysis on the game. I'll be right back.
Yep. Jarvan has Conqueror. He's probably going for Bruiser build. Looking at everything else, it looks pretty average. Besides the Klepto Alawi. Yasuo does run PTA, just not often because Conqueror's better. You're right though. That is strange. At least compared to current meta. Yeah, I'm not sure why he wouldn't run Conqueror. It's just better for Yasuo. That is true. Yeah, besides the Yasuo, there's not much that's strange. Jarvan's running Conqueror, which, like I said earlier, is probably going due to him going to a Bruiser build.
PTA Yasuo, yeah, that's a weird one.
PTA Yasuo and Conqueror Jarvan, I believe that's due to a Bruiser build, though, right?
Conk Jarvan is, yeah, that's something we see sometimes. I forgot to
Okay.
put my camera back on. Hi guys, you can see my beautiful face.
Yay.
Fuck, so yeah, where do we want to go? Do we want to go Ascended or Piltover, Vastaya, Yordle, Shadow Isles?
Wait,
But
an
what thing do we
Ascended
want?
Assassin would be interesting.
Yeah, it could be. But I love the idea of like a Hex Tech 80 assassin. That could go so well. Like
They'd
that
better
just,
get a
that
Hex
just
Tech skin.
immediately has the Jacob. Like, do you remember when Camille was about to come out and it was like right at the the assassin rework at season 7, and everyone thought she was, or I thought she was gonna be an assassin, and then she was a fighter instead, which is way better design for Camille.
Imagine Camille with her current kit, but she does assassin damage.
That'd be kind of cool. And that's why I thought the Hex Tech of Astaya would be a cool approach that we haven't seen in the game
Yeah.
yet. And that explains the on-hit magic and possibly some of the thematics later. And like, it just works. It works as
It
a
does.
concept. But I'm not
Now,
committed
what's
to
their
it.
weapon? If they are a Hectic Vastaya, what's the weapon they use?
If they're missing an arm, they can have a prosthetic claw.
They could.
And that could be sick. Although we already have Swain missing an arm, but he doesn't have a monopoly on amputation.
Right. Energy Claw could be cool.
It could be.
Also, Steven, go back to your game.
A lightsaber.
Lightsaber!
Jedi assassin. Or off topic for a bit, but did you know the old custodian at my elementary school had the tag Jedi Custodian on his office door?
Really?
Yeah, he was so fucking cool. He was the best custodian ever.
Nice.
Vhagar's trying to juke so much that he's taking extra auto attacks. Renekton getting some damage off, and they're like, all sums down from Alawi. I forgot her name for a second somehow. CLG Philip going to fall. Alawi barely surviving. Renekton does not have Ignite, taking teleport instead, and Xinjiao with a good gank. Here comes Jarvan. Here comes Jarvan. Cage not available for Vhagar for some reason, but can he get the EQ flash?
No.
Yasuo's decided he's going back in. He's going to flash. Ignite coming out. Vhagar forced to flash as well. Yasuo just gets bitch slapped by the Jarvan. This is a silver opener. 2 kills already. No one uses a flail. We should fix that. Yeah, like an energy flail or something would be really cool. And you're not counting Sedge. I do count Sedge, come to think of it. But we don't have, like, have you guys ever seen Johanna in Heroes of the Storm?
Oh. Oh, he did.
There we go. Alawi finally died. Johanna's a Crusader with, like, a whip and a tower shield. He plays kind of, like, aggressive, like, she's got some Leona elements with like the shield dash stun, I think, but she's definitely a like she's. I'm pretty sure she's a solo lane.
Okay.
Yeah, Alawi can absolutely not fight the Gator early. She's almost died once and has died a second time.
Mm-hmm.
Flail fighting Assassin. And we did talk about this earlier, and Sean brought it up again. Could be really goddamn cool. But we had to figure out a way for this character to move gracefully.
Yeah.
Steven going to land the Mantra W, but not enough in the end. Probably in that case, with Karma here, that like at full health, I don't think that was the right mantra in this case, unfortunately. As much as I love Mantra W, so Jinx is going to fall in the end, burning her heal. Alistar looking for more, going to find more. Steven up a little too far, has to flash away. Alistar going to secure Kai'Sa's plasma shot.
Damn.
Let's start developing the kit a little more and see
Okay.
if one of our ideas stands out even more.
Mm-hmm.
See if, like... I really can't get the tilt over. Oh my god, this Yasuo is fucking gonna take half his health. Or more. That was a next level Yasuo moment. Alright. Is Veigar's first ultimate going to get absorbed by a wind wall? Yay or nay?
I think so.
Wait, holy shit, I just realized this poor Jarvan.
What?
He's
Is he
playing
getting...
he's playing Jarvan into Xinjiao.
Oh, that poor man.
I just realized. Holy fuck.
Why we stop going in like that?
She has lane pressure. She has to.
I mean, yeah, but she's losing health for it.
That's why she. Yeah, but she has to, Jacob. The wave is pushed. She has to fight.
Hmm.
That's how you know she's a silver top laner.
Ah, that's you mean? God damn it.
So one final inventory of our current concepts that we're like struggling between.
Mm-hmm.
There goes Alawi. You can see why Philip is totally on CLG.
Yep. Jinx getting all of the TS here.
We're either doing a Piltover assassin, a Vestayan assassin, maybe a combination of both. Some fucking Yordle assassin, which could be hilarious. A Shadow Isles assassin, or an Ascended assassin. Those are the ideas we have right now. We've got a couple ideas for weapons right now. I think we ruled out Whip, even though it'd be cool. We could do a Flail. But thinking of the other assassins, like... Echo's got a bat, Kiana's got a ring, Zed's got his, like, claws and shuriken.
Isn't Echo thing a club?
Talon it's a... Yo, he got it absorbed! We called it! Veigar's gonna die now! Oh, I knew it!
Yasuo cancel an auto. That's all Yasuo players do.
Yeah, including me. A deaf and blind
me.
old Yordle. Nice flash. Finish off the kill from Jarvan. Renekton's just going in. Alawi does not have her slam bam move yet. What's that called again? Leap of faith, that's right. Steven is looking for something, trying to heal up, barely not going to heal. Hey look, Alawi's dead. But going to take out Renekton because he had to tower dive it.
Shut down.
Damn. That's a shutdown. Tactical inting.
We already do have Vestayan assassins. We don't have Piltover. We don't have Shadow. Like Vestayan is the one concept that we've seen before out of our list.
Mm-hmm.
But mixing
Who's the
with
Vestayan assassin?
We have Rengar. We have Ari. We have
Mango, right? He's Vestayan.
who else? I'm pretty sure there's one more. Wukong kind of counts,
Wukong is, yeah, kind of assassin-like.
although he is supposed to be more of a bruiser these days.
Mm-hmm.
Because Assassin Wukong is inherently unhealthy for the game.
Could look at camp mid.
Let's throw out some more weapons. Just rapid fire weapon round, guys. Just throw
Dual
it
swords.
anything you come out. Okay, well, fucking course you said dual swords. Hey, here's Xinjiao. Bye, Jarvan. Is this gonna be Leap of Faith? Leap of Faith coming out. Renekton might actually die to this. Oh my god, Renekton.
Oh, that poor flash.
Primordial Burst not up, doesn't matter. Here comes the last breath. Bye, Veigar. This is looking bad in the solo lanes. Renekton's like kind of even now.
What do you mean it's looking bad? It's going good for us.
Oh, wait a minute. Steven's... Hey,
Yeah.
right. I forgot. A flogger. Drum brushes. like the kind jazz musicians use.
A yordle.
Perfect. A yordle as a weapon.
Yes.
All right, our next champion is Banjo and Kazooie. What do you think about that?
I like that.
Wow, they fucking butchered Karma Q.
Yeah.
What the?
No, that was
fuck?
they only nerfed Q1, not RQ. That was RQ, wasn't it?
The next champion should be more of a hero, because hero is best girl.
Yes, that's correct. Yes. Haha. Oh, did they? I only saw Q1 being nerfed. My bad.
Q1 affects both.
Oh, okay.
I think we got
My bad.
a giant who uses the corpse as a weapon if you're going Shadow Isles. Okay, but that is not a viable assassin concept.
I mean, he could just step on you and now you're dead. That works as an assassin, right?
Ooh, stepping on people.
No, Quinn, no.
Yeah, neither's a flail. A flail is also not an excellent assassin concept. It's a great diver concept. Although I gave it 3 CS just to go miss an E. That's Mordekaiser, but that's body instead of a mace. Halloween Mordekaiser skin! There we go, Riot. We printed you money. There you made it. Flash there. Alistar flashes. I guess he did catch Steven. Going to get the root. Steven going to get the Mantra Q going, but we're in danger here. Kind of risky to get the root. Alistar not going to die because his ultimate's available. Unbreakable will not allow Alistar to die. Leap of Faith is available for the Ally. She doesn't want to use it right now. Mordekaiser, but actual lore size. Oh, good god. How about Malphite for lore size?
No, Aatrox with actual power levels.
Yeah, Renekton just doesn't know how Ally works. Once again, back to the actual kit, because we made like 0 progress on the kit. What we need in this kit is some form of mobility. Outstanding moves from Yasuo, who no longer has Wind Wall. Wait, did Yasuo just blink away going to the...
He ulted.
That's amazing! He actually lived for that.
Yep.
Gauntlets. They can make Assassin buy. Yasuo is actually playing pretty well.
Assassin buy is already a thing. Just build attack speed.
Ah, the Super Mega Death Rocket misses Kaisa in the end. We're gonna get some plates now, though. Xinjiao's getting the tower. Yeah, blue team's actually getting a really good situation here.
You said Xinjiao's getting the tower, Quinn.
Dragon.
I want lore strength league. Make me a Ryza one-shot everything. Give me Ryza.
You know who'd be like one of the most powerful characters in the game then?
Aatrox?
Bard.
Also Bard.
Imagine how busted Kindred would be in that case.
I love it. A still covering the entire. A still literally a universe.
Lore Strength Annie isn't even a champion.
No.
Okay, so Lore Strength Jinx. Yeah, Lore Strength Jinx is also pretty weak.
Lore strength Aatrox, come on. He has destroyed universes.
In the kit, we need some ranged options so they function as an AD assassin mid. We need some forms of mobility. We might want damage tied to that mobility. We'll decide where we want it. But
No,
we
just
need
give
to
him a
start
ribbon
spitballing
shield.
ideas. Like, how do we make a unique ranged option? There's a lot of assassins with like abilities that go in and come back.
If we make a Hextech Vastaya, we could make it just like an energy beam. Like from, say, if we do go Energy Claw, we could make that work.
Okay, no, we're making a Piltover champion for sure.
Okay.
Because here's what we do.
Oh.
Our Q. Ooh, nice Super Mega Death Rocket. Nice kill on the Vagar. Everything's coming up blue team. Turn a minion into a Tesla coil, damaging everyone in a small AoE in the target. That's close to what I was thinking. But it's also minion reliant, which is... Here's what we have.
Okay.
We have a Q.
Are they getting all 5 plates?
They actually are. They're going to take out that tower. It kills the minion, and then, like, turns them into an... Or turn any structure or character into a Tesla. That's kind of like giving them old Swain Q in a way, but, like, targeted onto something. A champion with a banner command is the passive. Hey, we talked about that. My concept for a Q.
Okay.
Is a continual beam skill shot. You fire it in one direction, and then for the next, like, 2.5 or something seconds, it's gonna just fire.
Okay.
You can move while casting it. You cannot aim it.
Okay.
Holy shit, the leap of faith damage onto that Jarvan. Oh my god, yeah, you don't gank Alawi at this phase of the game. Yasuo is finding himself in a bit of trouble. He's going to have to figure out how to do this. Absorbs a lot with the wind wall. Gonna flash into a tornado. Last breath, but walks into the Faker Cage. You were so damn close, Yasuo. So damn close.
Oh, damn.
Never mind. So what do we think about that? That's the ranged option. It's like think of it as a continual Xerath Q, or if we want to look at Overwatch, a Zarya beam.
Okay. Also, yeah, Curry was completely correct.
Ganking Alawi vote 6 is like free double exactly. How does this ability interact with the crit? Ooh, Jinx, does she have rapid fire already? She doesn't. Now that's just a general idea, and the more I think about it, the more it might be a little difficult, but it would be kind of cool to have, like, there's not an ability like that in this game yet. Unless, you can kind of think about Vel'Koz's ult.
Right.
And it's not a channel either, because you'll be able to auto-attack in the middle of it.
Blue side getting the Rift Herald.
What would the interaction with crit be in that sort of thing? So like, you guys can kind of see what I mean,
If the beam
right?
crits, it double procs.
Maybe?
There's similar things in some games I play.
Like, that'd be so cool on a Piltover champ. Knocking Yasuo forward. Alistar's a little far forward. Unbreakable Will comes a tad too late. Yasuo does find a tornado on the Jarvan, but chooses to not take it in the wake of a Renekton flank, going to flash away in the end. How does IE interact? With Infinity Edge, we definitely want the crit ones to do, like, the extra damage. Otherwise, there's no incentive to buy IE.
Oh. Uh-oh. Was that RE? From, Karma?
I didn't see it.
The multi-shield.
Yes. If it shields everyone, that's Mantra E. Here comes an Alawi, now operating directly into the Renekton's tower. Leap of... Wow. Leap of faith. Oh, look, the last stretch. Oh, look at you!
Oh, damn, he actually doesn't cancel.
And Jinx actually manages to heal the Yasuo.
Oh!
Steven's taking aggro, though. He's gonna have to worry about this. Xin Zhao's now fucking with the Jarvan. He's probably gonna win, because it's Xin Zhao and the Jarvan. Although, ooh, Jarvan. Wow, actually really well played by the Jarvan.
Damn.
Xin Zhao's in the power trough, building into his Triforce right now. As Jarvan's just getting more health. Also, I think the Jarvan just played it well. I gave him too much. I think I'm giving the counter match up too much credit.
I think so, a little bit.
Early game, it's impossible for Jarvan. That's certainly not going to charge one more time. Unless Renekton autos the wrong thing with his W.
Still got it.
You know what it is kind of like? It's like a Lucian ult that goes through creeps.
Okay.
That's I think the best comparison.
Alright.
Like, it's not super long range. I'm gonna make that suck early game, though. Leap of
Oh,
faith
they
is
know.
available. No, she's just going straight in, but she got knocked up. She is going to die, yeah. A little ambitious there. Steven trying to get his team to run away, I think, given how he is moving, but they want to engage.
I think that's a
Teleport
mistake.
from the Renekton, he's moving in. Jinx going to the Super Mega Death Rocket, but of course the Unbreakable Will prevents Alistar from falling in the end. Jarvan going to flash over the wall, looking for the EQ, not going to find the Jinx, who also flashed away. Shingao's going to be shielded by the Karma, and a good disengage from the blue team. However, it's not quite over yet. Event Horizon is available for the Veigar. He's going to look for it. Xinjiao is locked up for just a second, but with Merc Treads, he's not going to get locked up for long.
I did like almost nothing to him. So how does
Not bad.
the thing that stops Alistar from dying work?
So Alistar's ult is Unbreakable Will, which while it's active, or as you activate it, it's a cleanse.
Oh,
While
okay.
it's active, it gives him damage reduction from
How
everything. He's level 9, so 55%.
Holy shit, okay.
Guess what it is at rank 3?
90?
75%. So not bad.
Okay. So it doesn't scale by level, just by level of skill. Okay.
Yes. Most
right.
abilities do that.
Yeah, I
think
know.
The
I'll
only
just...
exception in the game is Zoe Q. So, guys, I want ability ideas now. We really need to throw these out here, because I do like my beam, but we're gonna have to think about how it works. We could launch a W to keep the karma going. Just give them Tristana E.
So I like your beam idea.
It's not something we've seen. It's a unique form of damage, which requires you to continually reposition yourself.
Yeah.
In a way similar to, like, Pantheon E.
Yeah.
Oh, Tristana E
Buy
scales
it,
by
bro.
level? Really? Karma's gonna get
Definitely
jumped on.
buy.
Cataclysm comes up, but Karma going to run away. Because Jarvan really wants to just kill the support instead of defending his base, so Yasuo is going to continue pushing him super creep. And Alawi is now going to make him sad. Because here's Jinx on the other side, along with Yasuo. And Jarvan is very sad for his team has surrendered. Something
And he
with
died before it could
burst
happen.
Isolation damage.
Ooh. So if there's more groups, the more enemies around, the more damage it does?
See, and yeah,
I
and
don't
the
know
thing,
if
the
it
thing I
works
like
for
about the beam
assassins,
is it's really good in team fights.
Mm-hmm.
Which, as a late game hyper carry, you want to do.
Yeah.
Steven,
You...
what's up?
Steven.
What's up, buddy old boy?
He's still deafened.
Yeah, he sure is. We have to have a complete
Hey-o.
concept by the time I'm done tonight.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Steven, how'd that go?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, I forgot what team you were on.
Yeah, I know. I
For the
heard.
first little bit.
Like halfway through the game, you're like, and Steven's team is not doing well, and Jacob's just like,
No, I said that's not
yeah.
good for us.
Yeah.
It's just close enough. Right, so I'm gonna check my alarm because I want to get up early. I want to watch the first match of Worlds.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
It starts tomorrow.
Shit, okay.
Playing stage.
We're watching it
I
together.
want to watch the first match, but I want to make sure I'm waking up like at a good time.
What time is it?
And I think waking up for Worlds is going to set my day up right.
What
So if I
time
set
is
my
the
alarm
match?
now, 8 hours from now. Fuck. It
Alright.
starts at 7.
What's it? 7.
I am
Oh,
2
stay up.
wins away from Silver 1 promos.
Let's
Nice.
try to get you there. Although I don't know if I can stay with you
No,
for
I
that
don't.
much
I
longer.
don't think it's going for tonight.
Do you have one more game in you?
Yeah.
Excellent. That's all we need, I think.
So now,
I want to play League.
with regards to that champion, we have a general idea for a Q, which is a beam attack, right?
Yeah, it's like a consistent beam, and we need to find some crit scaling in it. It's obviously an 80 scaling ability. It might be what you max first to farm because we need an option to farm.
What does that beam come from?
The arm.
Are we doing the one arm thing?
Yeah, if we did like the prosthetic arm cannon. Or
Wait,
like arm
wait.
claw.
Mega Man the Assassin.
Mega Man the Assassin.
Actually,
No, laser.
what's
Dragon
in that case,
Vastaya.
what- I want to build their ult off of that arm. I don't want to do a Lux Beam, obviously, because that's too easy.
Okay, so if we had
Wait,
kinda...
wait,
Hold
wait,
on.
wait, wait.
Here's
Before
the
I
issue,
go,
though. If we have a legitimate arm cannon, then it looks like a ranged champion. What we can
Before-
do is an arm claw with like a
Wait, wait,
with
wait, wait.
like a beam on it.
but before I go, suggestion for alt.
Okay.
Mewtwo alt. Or sorry, Mewtwo Smash.
Mewtwo Final
like the
Smash.
up
Mewtwo
smash?
Final Smash.
Final smash. Ooh. I like that.
That's the kind of like...
Oh no, that's Vel'Koz, but bigger. I was just thinking Vel'Koz, but bigger.
Zarya alt.
Question. I mean, idea. What if it's not a cannon, but a multi-purpose weapon on the arm?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Draven out.
Oh, and we could even like... And we could give them a dagger in their offhand if we wanted that.
Mm-hmm. Wait. So, you know how, Poppy ult is slamming upwards with the giant hammer?
You want to slam downwards with the giant.
I want a giant weapon slam coming from the arm, like an energy weapon, as the ult. Just like a big, wide-range nuke.
But let's
I still feel-
bring the Vestaya nature of this champion into things as well.
Are we doing a Bastion?
Because I think we can do a lot of cool
still-
stuff like that.
I still don't.
Okay.
I think you're overloading the lore.
Overloading
honestly.
the lore.
There's a concept
You
of putting
wanna-
too
you
much
wanna-
stuff into a champion.
Okay, well, yeah, but that you want to just make like what is it? I don't want to just make Camille too, but this time an assassin. Mundo's got a really high ban rate right now. Yeah, I'm telling you, as soon as tank meta starts, Mundo's gonna be so fucking unbelievably broken. We won't know what hit us.
Please no.
The meta doesn't favor him, so he's fine. But oh. Okay, I just lost connection for a second, but we're
Yep.
back. Steven's locked in Thresh. We have a Cho'Gath mid and a Jax. The enemy team has picked Pantheon and Volibear. Of course, Yuumi and Pyke were banned, so we weren't going to see that from Steven. Kale locked in. I'm just going over concepts in my head. Like, what do we have? We need to make sure everything makes sense together. Sona going to be the other support. We got
How
a
hard are we
Gangplank and a
leaning into
Twitch.
Hextech?
I think pretty high.
Pretty high.
We really don't have that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm trying to think of what their overall feel will be, and there's a general principle in design that any character should be able to be described in under 5 seconds.
Agreed. I know that. I know the principle. It works very well.
And once you have, okay, so they're a Vestayan Hextech character with an arm that's cut off, and the arm is replaced with a robot arm that shoots lasers from time to time, but can't exclusively shoot lasers.
I mean, that description's also going to pretty in depth.
I know,
You
but
don't
at the
have
same
to.
time,
Yeah,
any
so
other
we
champion
got to
in the
refine
league-
the concept a little bit. We got to pull
Yeah.
we got to pull it back just a tiny bit.
That's why I'm like, I'm iffy about going all in on the Vestayan stuff, because that's just going to add more stuff.
There's so
How
many
about this?
fucking human
Weaponized
characters in
Vestayan.
this game. Like, God.
Weaponized Vestayan. Okay, that
There we go.
sounds like a better.
There we go. We can describe it immediately. Thank you, Jacob, for justifying
Yeah, no,
my ideas.
no. As long as
Good
we have
day
it,
to
that
you,
as a
Steven.
core. As long as that's the core, we're fine. We just need a core, you know?
Right, exactly. Okay, I'll see you soon. So yeah, we got a weaponized Vestayan assassin from Piltover.
Yep.
Or not from Piltover, but associated with Piltover. Whether the
Yeah.
lore is that was intentional or something or whatever. Yordle Merc.
I'd rather it be intentional because I don't want another lore like Warwick's, which is really sad and dark.
Right, we gotta have so. We don't need to define the lore right now, mostly because we're
Right.
running out of time right now, because we've been going back
Yeah.
and forth and back and forth. We've not been doing this fast.
Hmm.
I
I mean, our champion design's supposed to be fast.
No, they're not. But so we got a weaponized Vestaya. Shaco is a happy assassin. No, Shaco is the criminally insane assassin who is a
Who
demon.
thinks he's happy?
Fair enough. So
I think insane
maybe
people-
maybe the arm cannon isn't the way we want to go exactly.
Right.
Because we can't have an arm
That's
cannon
pretty
without
true.
being a ranged champion. Like,
True, which is why I said multi-purpose weapon for
All
like
the
the
old-
arm.
Maybe. All the old lore is
That's
dark.
pretty accurate.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
That's not a bad idea.
How about like modifications all over the body? So like each skill could be associated with a different mod.
Yeah, like that's definitely not a bad idea. Also, what kind of Vastaya is this?
I was about to ask. I want a bird.
Stop fucking doing birds. There's so many.
I
fucking
want
birds
them
in
to have
this
wings.
game.
Fuck you.
There's so many birds in this game. How does crit play into their theme? It plays into their gameplay thematic, and it's kind of like augmenting as you go, as the scaling sort of thing. But that's loosely
Alright.
tied in, because remember, like, how does crit play into Sivir's theme? How does crit play into Caitlyn's theme?
It plays into Ashes, but
It's a gameplay mechanic.
yeah.
So it's not so much on the lore design. Like, why does Xayah crit people? Why does Rakan have, like... Or, sorry, like, why is Poppy a tank? Sivir doesn't have crit
No, but
skill.
Ashe
Sivir's
does, and there's
100%
not-
crit-reliant champion. Why would you put lasers in your arm? Put it in the butt. That's where the power is. Beaver style.
No, I will. No, I will leave. You say that ever again.
It's a bee with a
Quinn, do you want me to leave?
with a laser stinger.
You will make the rest of this idea on your own if you say one more idea of this.
That's a bad concept.
Yes, it is. What's with you and fucking bees?
Wait a minute, that's K-Lady Carry.
Huh.
Have tenacity scaling with crit chance. Jesus Christ. What? Brilliant idea. Dracon, welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
Scorpion Messiah, eh?
Yeah, so we got HP Cho in the mid lane with Comet. Twitch with
Nice.
Comet.
Wait, let's make him a cat, but humanoid.
PTA
Like,
Kale.
more humanoid than Rengar.
Predator Volley. Good God, this game is a mess.
And Dawnbringer Riven, fuck yeah. They better not carry. But except their name is Mega Carry.
Okay, so fuck, we still don't have enough of the kit going.
I think we should
But-
know what they look like
But-
before we
but
do the kit.
Here's something. Yeah, that's also true. Because we still...
Oh, being called.
We know we can have,
Yeah.
like... We know we can have, like, some sort of
Just give me a bit.
claw going, maybe?
Okay.
Oh, but maybe it doesn't have to be a...
Somebody
It's Sean! He's back, finally. Welcome back, Sean.
At the very last game. No, it's fine.
Yeah, shit, we gotta speed this concept along, because we've been, like, spinning our wheels for such a long time.
Where are we in the concept?
So here's what we have right now, and also because we have some new people in chat, welcome. Here's where we are in our champion concept. We are designing an AD mid lane assassin, a scaling assassin, AD mostly to distinguish him from Kassadin, or him or her, we don't know yet. Mostly to distinguish them from Kassadin, so you have a legitimate strategical reason to pick them. So AD scaling assassin mid lane. We have determined that the champion is going to be crit based because that enables us to put extra scaling in, and the way we're going to do that is with our passive, which is the best designed part of our kit because it's the only designed part of our kit. The passive of this champion, their auto attacks cannot conventionally crit. However, they do get on hit magic damage that scales with their crit chance.
And their abilities can crit.
And
This
their
is an
abilities are going to have crit scaling. Yes, this is our assassin. What we've decided for our
So
theme,
I'm gonna
we've
say
settled.
again, why not have tenacity scaling with crit chance?
That's icky and gross.
Yeah.
But it would work for an assassin.
That would make them really, really hard to put down when they get fed, which reduces counterplay.
Does it though?
Yes. If you
Yeah.
can't stun the thing that's going to one-shot you if it's left alive, then yes, it is reducing counterplay.
Now,
Now, having a
the idea,
situational lens could work.
what we've gone through, we've determined we're going to have Piltover stuff in our assassin. They're definitely going to be like
weaponized Vastaya.
hex tech augmented, and we kind of came up with the idea of like a weaponized Vastaya, exactly.
Okay.
Which of course is going to become the edgy like assassin, but you know what? Assassin players like their
How
edgy
did
stuff.
Riven lose that trade? Never mind,
Wait,
she
she's
did.
actually no, she's fine. She came in on the end.
I think they both lost that trade.
Tail is gonna be weird. But the Twitch comment,
So,
like, big.
We're
ass-
working on Kit now. Is that what I'm hearing?
We're working on
Yeah.
kit. We still need an exact weapon, but like, I had an idea for a Q, where it's like a continual beam in one direction for a short period of time. Because 80 assassins all needs. 80 assassins all need at least one ranged option if they're going to succeed in the mid lane. Otherwise, it's borderline impossible for them to farm. Even Yasuo, who's not an assassin, but has his like extended range Q, right? So my thought was, because we were originally thinking like this, let's hook from Steven, unfortunately. We were initially thinking this like kind of prosthetic arm claw that fires like a lightning beam for a short period of time. It's not a channel. You can still move. You can still like dash and all that while it's firing. You just
So
can't
like Lucian ult?
Yeah,
but-
kind of like Lucian ult, but goes through minions and stuff like that.
I'm gonna say it again. I like the Tesla coil idea I had earlier.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
And I like they did it. Again, we can even play with it more, right? And say like wards, minions, structures, and other champions, like enemy champions.
They can even create something with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know how Ornn can summon like a little shitty pillar?
It's their dash.
Like that. Yeah.
No, it's their dash.
Oh?
Wait, what's going through after the Tesla coil?
No, not the Tesla coil, but... Okay, first of all, this kill support, not really working out, but holy fuck, they towered over way too much, and Twitch did not get an E off. Okay, he did die in the end, but yeah, kind of a botched tower dive from Steven and
Yeah.
Twitch. I'm thinking the kill is
So
more
again-
vulnerable than she is.
Tesla coil instead of dash.
Yeah, so
Yep, we need a
your
dash.
Tesla coil idea. That was targeted, right?
Yeah.
As a crit champion, I think we did want to stay away from targeted stuff. Otherwise, they get a little more into reliable marksman territory.
I mean, you can make it a skill shot if you really want to be spicy with it. Make them have to aim the shit. Whatever gets hit becomes a Tesla coil for a certain amount of time, doing AoE damage.
No, I actually love that.
That's a pretty cool idea. But how do we make it a dash, though?
Well, because what I was going to say is, like, what if the dash creates a quick hard light wall behind you, which you can attach your Tesla coil to?
Okay.
I don't like that too much because it sounds too much like Kennen.
Jax.
You're right, actually.
Jax.
I like the idea of a skill shot that you fire and whatever hits becomes a Tesla coil for a certain amount of time. It's damage over time, AoE. And it can, you know, if you want to make it a passive thing, you can have it stack a passive like Kennen or like Kaisa.
Ah.
But I like the idea of it just being base damage.
Yeah, but then
Just straight
but
damage.
Kennen and Tyson stacks are both their passive.
That's what I'm saying. Like this can just be like, or it could be like stack passive towards the ultimate, whatever that is. What do you think of that?
Maybe-
The,
I kind of. Well, I
especially because it's
definitely do
built
like
over
it.
in Hextech, and this plays right into that lore.
I love it. Like we can First thing you hit, just becomes the focal point.
Yep.
It's a line skill shot, right?
Yep.
Although a lot of assassins do have line skill shots, don't they?
Which makes it even better because it's by the blueprint of Riot.
Okay, so
Kind of.
is this the dash skill or no?
No, it's not the dash.
Okay.
It's
I
a
was just
straight
thinking it would
line
be
skill
cool
shot.
if the dash, because when it was a targeted thing originally, having a dash that creates a surface that you can attach it to would be neat.
I'd like-
Imagine this. I want you to close your eyes and imagine this.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes.
Enemy team's taking Baron. This champion rolls up and turns Baron into a Tesla coil.
Fucking love it. This is definitely because like you already don't want to encounter something like Cathodin in a choke way to play through, right?
Yeah.
So the next thing this champion needs is like the Tesla coil thing. Does that turn the lane phase into too much of a Malzahar type thing?
I wouldn't think so.
Because of
Put it on a long
Only
cooldown.
because the Tesla coil can still be destroyed. Like the minion can still be killed. The ward can be cleared. Like if you make a ward out of it, it reveals the ward. It makes you kill the ward.
Twitch is auto attacking.
So it's not like you know you're
fuck.
stuck dealing with it. It's not like you're stuck dealing with the fucking Tesla coil. You can clear it at any point.
Right.
Unless
Cannon
it's a
fair.
tower, and then you have to deal with a tower.
He's dead too. Volibear's dead too. Very well played from the blue side. Steven played that
Yeah.
great.
Yep, that was really
Now,
nice.
Karibo does also have this concept
Mhm.
that he said like 4 minutes ago that I should have mentioned. fires like a claw that shocks them. The second cast detaches it and applies a slow and a dot.
What if the second cast blows up the claw? For like burst damage. And AoE damage.
That sounds too much like a Vigor Q with more steps.
That does sound like a Vigor Q with more steps.
And that steps away from Assassin at that point.
That's true.
I think if we're gonna go with a projectile with another projectile, it should either just be like either burst or it should be a form of CC to make an assassin do a better job at being an assassin.
I think the AoE is kind of cool, makes it more of a team fight threat. What if we...
But that's what the Tesla Coil does in the same vein.
Yeah, what if we sort of married our two ideas of the beam and the Tesla Coil somehow as the Q? Where, like... No, that's Graves' Q. Hold on. This Riven is really getting the best of Gangplank.
You know what? Okay, you know what?
Yep.
I do see an idea. Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
So, we're gonna give it a passive that... Or what's the passive we have right now? Do we have one?
Yes,
Yeah, we have a really good
our
one.
champion's passive. Their basic attacks cannot crit.
They cannot crit inherently. They have
However,
to...
they do have bonus on hit magic damage that scales like per target cooldown that scales with crit chance.
Alright, so this is gonna be the ultimate passive then. So...
Are we overloading with passives though? I'll hear you out.
Yeah.
I'll hear you
No,
out.
so ultimates have passives, like Blitzcrank or fucking any other
Very
fucking
true.
champion has a
Very
secondary passive on their abilities. And as long as the ultimate is able to be used, as long as it's active, and as long as it's able to be used, every spell that lands marks a structure or champion or minion or whatever, right? Whatever it hits, it marks.
Okay.
The ultimate would then turn that into like a electric field. Just doing massive damage. So if you fire the beam and it can
Oh my god, the
marks
Volgar knocks
everyone-
Twitch out of the lantern! Spray Prey going to come out, but it's way too late. Not able to
Wow!
damage the volley bear.
This volley bear is
That was-
disgusting.
That was nasty.
So again, everything's marked within the field, and then you hit ultimate, and everything marked becomes chained to each other in lightning.
Jesus Christ, that Riven.
Are there any
What do
champions
you
that can
think?
tether a champion to a particular point? Aatrox W is close
Bard
to that,
Q.
but it's on a delay.
Bard Q can connect
Bard
you,
Q
but at the
as
same
well,
time, this is multiple. So this can be like, you're stuck to a tower, you're stuck to a ward, you're stuck to another champion, or Baron, or Dragon,
But
or...
it is a stun. It's not like you can't move a certain distance away from each other.
No, you can all move.
Fucking danger.
But imagine if you had 5 friends, and you're all handcuffed to each other. Y'all can still move, but
That'd be
it's
pretty
limited.
funny.
It's a little difficult.
Cannon Broad's catching the Riven out a little bit. She's not able to push anymore. Cho'Gath thrown back, but fortunately she was able to get him to a good spot. Feast is not available, so Cho'Gath made the flash out. Gale's going to move into the mid lane.
What do you think about that
Steven-
idea for an ultimate?
It's kind of cool.
And it kind of locks them down. Like, they have to kind of move... You know, it makes the other enemy team have to coordinate.
But that's a fighter ult, or a diver ult, or something.
Yeah.
Or does it make assassination better because it locks them down for your follow?
It locks them together for your AoE, right?
Exactly.
What is the crit
We're
scaling
going
on our
with
abilities?
assassin mage.
Oh, Gangplank didn't get Riven.
So
but
an
it's
assassin
AD.
mage, I want their spells to still matter because you know what, assassins are cool.
Assassin spells all matter. That's where their bursts come from. Good flash
Exactly.
shows
So I
some-
want this. I want the abilities to matter, and I want them to chain together. That way, it's a combo. I want
Oh,
assassin.
of course, we have to. That's otherwise this is a real shitty assassin.
So we have the beam that chains to the Tesla coil idea that marks everything, along with the ultimate that ties everything together into a big clusterfuck.
Possibly.
So
But
we're
again,
two
where's the
abilities deep in an ultimate.
2 abilities deep. Hold on. I missed something here.
You have the beam, the Tesla coil, and the ultimate. That hits,
The
hits
Tesla
everything.
coil is a different. That's far too much range, I think. I'm not committed to my beam idea.
Okay, you're not
In fact-
connected. You're
in
not
fact,
committed.
I thought your Tesla coil replaced it.
Okay, so we can replace it with Tesla coil.
We have a single ranged ability that's going to help them farm throughout the early game because this champion fucking sucks early game.
Right.
So I want to
with
say
the crit scalings, although we also have to make sure we're designing them to be effective in those late game team fights. Kassadin can jump around like every fucking second and a half.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, the ultimate also has utility because it makes them useful in the late game, even if they're, like, not the most fed. Because
that's
you
the
have the
problem.
ability to lock them together for your team to clean up, if anything. But if you're an assassin, you also want to be able to take advantage of that yourself.
Yes. A missed hook. Or a missed. Yeah, damn. That was unfortunate. Every lane has died. Actually, that's a fucking ace.
Yep.
Blue team
That's
got
tragic.
ace.
12-minute ace. Tragic.
All across the map. So, Sean, the fundamental concept of this character is they are a hyperscaling assassin, right?
Right.
If they're really far behind early game, like, they don't want to be a utility bot. They want to farm up.
So
and get
maybe
back
the
in
ult
game.
scales off crit chance.
Everything scales off crit chance, or
Right,
somehow.
I'm saying like the burst it does is based off crit.
Yes.
So everyone
alright.
marked gets hit with a big dick damage of crit burst. So it's an AD assassin, right?
Right, and the abilities can crit. That's where Infinity Edge does come into this, and why you would want to build it.
Okay, so even better. So imagine you turn me into a Tesla coil and everything caught in that lightning gets crit over time.
Even that was a mistake.
Imagine that kind of assassin potential.
Oh no, it wasn't. Wow.
Even if you're under tower, you throw the Tesla coil, it hits the tower, and now they can't be under tower or near the tower. They either have to fall back or move forward, which makes them more positioned to get fucked up. You're using their environment as a bigger weapon. It's more of a tactical assassin.
I like that actually.
That's cool. That actually works so well. Now, that being said, do we want some stealth in this kit? Because
I say no.
it could work, but there's also an overabundance of stealth.
I think that would be overloading.
I think if we're gonna follow the theory that I'm going with tactical assassin, we stick with that idea of using the environment as a weapon more than making them a stealthy bitch.
Okay, and if we're using the environment as a weapon, we need to make sure this champion is not Kiana 2.
Yeah.
We have to be
Well,
super careful.
Our
about
ult is
that.
already way better.
Our ult is already way better. So hold on, let's just go through the ideas. So the Q.
Do you want Q to be the Tesla coil?
Q is like our ranged option. So you fire like this device forward. And whatever it latches onto is just gonna get some like chain lightning going.
Are we going with the idea that's like a Mega Man hand cannon? Is that the idea we have in our heads so far?
We're not committed to it yet.
Or is it like a portal gun situation?
I really love Flick and Twitch, but I think Steven could have done a little more there. He's going to die now. So kind of fall there. Crescendo comes up, Persona, and all good, but Persona is also running down. Blue team really needs to find some way to stem the bleeding.
Because if
That
it's
way
like
it's
the
Twitch.
hand cannon gimmick, like the Ezreal, like Pulsefire Ezreal kind of gimmick,
I think we
or
really
that's what I'm
shouldn't.
gonna say right now because that's what that is.
I think we really shouldn't do that because then that paints the idea
I
of them
know.
being a ranged champion.
Okay, I agree with that.
I'll do it the moment I finish.
Wait, was that a Riven crit? She has Essence
Yes.
Reaver.
He has
Either way, they're augmented, right? They're augmented
Yes.
hexed.
They're augmented
So-
somewhat.
The Tesla coil, it's not a device. It's like a ball lightning. It's like ball lightning that they shoot out. It sticks to whatever it hits, and it becomes a Tesla coil for a period of time.
Okay, we gotta
like
make
that.
in terms of visuals, it has to look mechanical rather than energy. Otherwise, like.
Hence why I'm saying it's ball lightning, which would be generated from a machine.
Yeah, you can do that. That would work, I guess.
Right, and we can even have like a bunch of like. We can even like visibly have like some hex tech claws or something, just like fire them out, or like literally lob it at someone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So that's the Q we're saying. So
Oh,
then we
okay.
need something that kind of has a gap closure if it's an assassin.
Yeah.
Yes.
An assassin needs a gap closure.
And here's what we could do. We could incorporate some sort of like rocket propulsion.
How about a teleport? Like,
Like a blink.
yeah, like a blink, but like tech based.
Isn't there a champ that throws out a lightning ball?
No.
I guess-
There's
I guess
Victor.
I guess there's like 10 and lightning shurikens.
I mean, he turns into a ball of lightning. And Victor's ultimate is a storm. It's like a pocket storm.
This game is not
But that's
going
not the
well.
same thing, you know. It's not like none of those things are the same as the ability we just described. So gap closers. We do think a gap closer. I like the idea of a grapple. Like instead of dragging you to that, instead of dragging yourself to them, you drag them to you.
Okay.
Like a blitz.
Well, yes, but assassins like have to have mobility. They have to have ways
Yeah.
to get around. They have to get in.
Well,
get
you can
out.
use.
That's the
Well,
fundamental
it's like
design
Camille.
of
You
the
can
game.
use the grapple to. You can either pull them to you, or you can like Nautilus. You can either pull them to you or pull yourself out.
So you want an assassin with the hook?
Yeah.
We kind of have.
I like
Pike
that,
for
but I also like the idea-
And then the
yeah.
problem is that gives them like much like Pike, it gives them support
Playing
element.
the-
They're not going to
Also
be
that-
looking for that flank. They're not going to be like they're just going to be looking for the hook. They're going to be fishing constantly.
Yeah, I
know
like
where they are.
I like
And
the
once again,
teleporter link better.
It's more range that this assassin doesn't mean it shouldn't have. Riven's got
All right, then
bomb.
let's go with a Well, I so the idea kind of in my head is like a Tesla. It's like obviously it's a Tesla gimmick with lightning and all that good shit. So what if you magnetize him to the floor?
So it stops him from getting away.
Yep.
Or it could also be movement speed there. Because
a route.
magnets could work like that. What if we stealth?
I've got it.
Oh.
Okay.
Here's where we introduce counterplay, because to get this champion moving along like a lot, they're gonna have to sacrifice some damage.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
With their W, it creates an AoE magnet field that will not affect their
Okay.
allies in any way, but on spawn, damages enemies, and then will push both this champion and the assassin, or this champion or the enemies away from it.
So like Janna.
Kinda, yeah, except you can use it to blast yourself into them.
Okay, so it's like if Janna and
If you
Gragas
do
had
that,
a
though.
fucking fuck baby.
Kinda, yeah.
Like if you
On
like
W,
if
it does- it
Gragas
doesn't-
if Gragas ult could affect teammate, then you can launch your teammates towards the enemy type shit.
Okay, here's my idea. I think yours is a bit better, but
Or like
about
Ziggs
alternatively, we could have it with a sweet spot in the middle that'll suck them into it.
okay.
Okay, so like
what
Orisa fucking
about-
bull.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of like Victor ability or whatever.
Yeah, like Victor ability.
Right. Victor does come off very much as a mage, though, which we're going
Yeah,
to have to avoid. But like, imagine just like slamming down your W to just blast yourself directly at them.
Okay.
And
but-
better yet, making an ability with 2 charges.
All right.
Okay.
You can use it to get yourself in and then get yourself out as the final blow.
Is Steven soloing the fucking Kale?
Sure is. I mean,
Either
look at
getting
Victor.
yourself in or out, or getting yourself in and then bringing in a friend.
Ooh.
How
Yeah,
about
you
that?
could launch-
I
That could
I
actually
really
probably
don't
go.
want it to fuck with your allies.
Yeah, like that could.
It can backfire,
Yeah.
but that also adds to the counterplay and play
And
around
don't
it.
forget, the more utility assassins have for their team, the more insane they get.
Right.
Let's talk about the assassins that actually have.
Okay, then how about this? You can either
Oh, that's fair.
launch yourself towards the enemy, or you can launch the enemy out. It's one or the other. You cannot pull yourself in and out because that makes it a little like busted. So you can launch yourself in and then push someone
what I
away.
say. Here's
or
what I
you
say.
can
Here's what I
pull
mean
in
about
and out.
in and out though. Because if it's a 2-charge ability, you're always gonna blast yourself away from the ability.
Okay. So
Unless
you
you
want to
like-
use it as the killing blow to launch yourself out?
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Alternatively, how
Give it the
about?
Trundle Pillar treatment, it affects everything, but you really don't want to like propel some of your team. If we give it the ability to propel teammates at people, either this assassin now has an ability to send like a fully powered juggernaut at people, or they troll their
Send your
team.
HP into the fucking juggernaut. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a ability that's based on magnets that either roots an opponent or gives you high mobility for a short period of time? Like an AoE root or a
Well,
movement speed.
this one effectively is, because if you hit the sweet spot, they get shoved back into the middle of it for a bit.
True.
Especially since now that Victor W doesn't have that.
Okay, so we have a Tesla ball. We have a magnet thing, a magnet field,
Right, and I kind of like...
or a magnet pulse. Magnet pulse.
Yeah, and the magnet pulse could keep you in place, like for the Tesla field.
Right.
Now, where's
And then
the
our
interaction with
ultimate
crit?
Well, we said that the burst from the ult is based off crit. If you
Oh,
hit
that
him.
lollipop the ribbon.
Oh my god! Imagine that shit critting. Oh.
And we said the
Imagine-
Tesla ball can crit.
So the magnet pulse is definitely going to have like you can see the outside of it, and
So is that gonna be like a nuke
like
skill?
you can see its area, and then just boop, boop, blast.
Yeah.
You have to
So
be able to
yes,
see it
I
from
do
there.
think like the ultimate's more of a nuke thing, but that's also what we want on an assassin, which is burst, crazy burst.
Yes,
Yeah. Wait. So how much damage will the W do?
That's numbers.
the W.
I don't think it
I
should
mean,
do a
like,
lot
will
of
it be a high damage ability or
No.
like a nuke
Well,
or?
if
I
it-
th- I
if it
think the
is,
W
you have
should
to
be
sacrifice
more-
your mobility for it.
Okay.
I think the W is more mobility based, not damage based.
Right.
Alright.
It's but at the same.
No, I'm almost
here's-
done.
Here's the issue though. this ability can be maxed first for base players, and
Right.
kind of your range as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be target.
You think it should be target?
Either launch you in.
Kind of like
And launch
Shunpo
them out.
target.
Yes.
But the problem
Okay.
the problem with Shunpo target. No, I think it should just be a target on the ground because that's where the skill comes from. If you make it
Okay,
a
so
targeted
a
ability,
space on the ground instead of a space on the target. Like you can't target him, you can target a spot on the ground.
yeah, it's like an untargeted like a lot of skills.
Okay.
Anyway, Twitch is getting
Like a
he's
Shenny.
doing his
A
best.
Shenny.
Yeah, kind of. Just a
Okay, I'm cool
regular
with
old point your ability somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
So that feasting the
what's
Volibear,
our-
they're desperately trying to hold on to this game. There's some people doing Baron right now.
So what's our final move?
Oh,
What's
wait,
our
game's
final
over.
ability? E, it should tie everything together.
So
we
hold
have
on,
our
I need
ult-
to
all
hear
based
the
off-
ultimate one more time because I really
The ultimate is
Like 3 minutes.
all of your ability, as long as your ultimate is available. Everything hit by a spell is marked.
That's not Sully, Mom.
And when you
Right.
hit the ult, everyone that's marked are now chained together by lightning.
Okay. Hmm.
And
that's some pretty significant
It-
point and click, yeah.
well, you have to remember also that all it's gonna do is mostly make the team dysfunction because they can only move so far while being chained to someone else who's moving in the opposite direction.
True.
Now, is it able to be played around? Of course, you can just not get hit. Very simple.
So you're
Don't
gonna have to
be
skill
fucking
shot
close.
and hit someone who's marked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can make it a skill shot it, and if whoever's in range of the other marked people, they all get chained
So
together.
it
That way, it's not
consumes
just everyone
so it
chained.
consumes the mark, does damage while chaining everyone together. You hit anyone who's chained together with your Q, and it'll zap them all.
And they're all locked together while taking burst.
I
damage.
like the synergy. I really like this idea.
So we need the E to be able to tie everything.
You have a combo potentially where you like, but it's all skill shots. You're a ranged champion with melee auto attacks.
You're a ranged
I like that.
assassin.
No, that's LeBlanc, and that's so hard for them to balance.
Is it?
Yeah, LeBlanc has been a problem.
There's no
for years.
tether. There's no duplicate ability.
Steven's back.
There's no
Yeah,
double.
Steven.
LeBlanc's biggest issue is that she has massive burst, but she also has 1.5 million ways out.
True.
I kind of agree. It's also the fact that like the ranged auto attacks with like a semi-safe mage playstyle as well as all that, like it has made her a problem. She's fine right now,
Right.
but it's made her a huge problem in the past.
So
But-
what
but,
if he has like thresh range?
No, not as.
No,
good.
I want it to be short range.
LeBlanc's either useless or broken. Exactly. So hold on. Let's rework the Q a little bit
Okay.
because we already have magnet fields as our.
How about
ranged
we have a
ability.
melee ability as a Q?
Yeah.
Because we don't have any melee abilities besides auto attack, which means why would the champion want to go into melee range normally?
Exactly. So.
I mean,
we have
he could make his
magnet.
auto attacks a huge part of his kit.
True,
Right, his or
but
her,
it's,
we don't
it's
know.
still
We still don't know what
counterproductive,
type
though.
of. If it's a weaponized Vestaya, we still don't know what type. Fuck, we've been
Female
doing this
bird.
for 3 hours, and like,
Bird.
we have a concept that's
Bird.
starting. Stop fucking saying bird! I will show you all the birds in this game, motherfuckers.
We know there's a lot of birds. There's also a lot of yordles. We want a
There
bird.
needs to be 10 birds.
There's
so
a
you can
Nivea,
have
there's a
bird.
Zir.
Okay.
Quinn is bird
You need
based.
a
There's
bird
Zaya
v. bird
Rakan.
team, Quinn. We don't have enough for a bird v bird team.
Yes, we. Oh my god.
We do
Okay,
not have
hold
10
on,
birds.
Hold on. Hold on.
Queen's not a bird. He's
Here's
a
an
human
idea.
with a crow.
He's bird adjacent.
Here's my idea now. We're gonna
Okay.
rework the Q. We're gonna rework Tesla Cola. Tesla
So
Ball.
I have like 5 minutes before I have to go.
So imagine Malphite smash, like the ground smash, the E.
Yes.
Okay.
You send her
Anything
around
hitting
yourself.
Yeah, essentially. Or whoever gets hit becomes a Tesla coil.
I know.
So
His
it makes
Tesla
you have
coil's
to
an
go
auto
in.
attack. It's
No,
not empowered auto.
An empowered auto, maybe.
Could it be a
An
reset?
empowered auto that can then consequently like proc fleet footwork to survive lane.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
I like that.
If
If it crits, it,
So-
or
so
based on
basically-
crit,
basically,
it increases range, maybe?
you
Yeah,
auto,
I like that.
you auto attack someone, the
Mhm.
empowered auto can crit.
Mhm.
It like puts a debuff on whoever this is. Even if they die, it'll persist.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're turning into a Tesla coil.
Right. So even if they die, it'll persist like a lightning AOE around them.
Imagine you ult and you chain someone to someone's fucking corpse.
I like
Oh
that.
my god.
I like this.
Because I like that ultimate a lot. I want to keep that ultimate concept.
Yeah. Yeah, the
like
chaining is really good.
because the chain itself will do damage right away.
It does massive damage right away, but anyone who survives gets locked to their fucking friendly corpses.
Embeds
Which
a
means
weapon.
that you
Hold on,
have
Cable
more
has
burst
something.
potential.
The champion embeds a weapon in them that, if auto during the duration, explodes and activates the Tesla coil.
Yes.
That's what it
Okay.
does.
Yeah.
Edgyfaz, welcome to the stream.
That's cool.
So there you
So
go.
okay, can I go over a general concept for
but
just
hold on, that also
character design?
yes, you can go over that.
What general types of abilities are we going to have? I feel like that's more important to know than the actual specific abilities. Like we're
Well,
going to have a mobility ability.
Right.
A
And in this
computer
case, we kind of got a LeBlanc situation where I would assume you would max W first with the current kit we have. And the reason I say that is because that enables you. That's like your one ranged option that you have.
So what's W?
W is a magnet field where, like, you after a very brief delay, you slam it down somewhere. There's a small inner ring, so if anything's hit on the inner ring, it gets like blasted into the center of it. If something's hit on
I
the
disagree.
outer, it pushes them out. Now the outer
like
ring
that.
can also push you. That's part of your mobility. I still think they should have a legitimate dash on E on top of that.
Okay, hold on. Let me hit you with this idea.
Okay, how are you doing, Boykin Boy? Good to see you. We're done with the
So,
games for tonight.
I
We're
want
just
to
trying finish fleshing
revert.
out our
I want to
idea
revert
before
for a
I
minute.
end off.
Let's go back to the idea of the Q being ranged, because I have an idea. It's weaker at longer ranges. Much like anything with a charge, the further it goes, the weaker it gets from its source.
I agree.
Okay, so
Ooh,
I'd like to propose a new concept for this character.
Oh no! Now I have
Magnet.
to go to bed soon.
No, I'm saying like to match what we've changed. Magnetism is their concept.
I already tried that. Quinn said no.
What do you mean?
Why
I
not?
said no. I didn't say no.
I asked for the magnetized thing multiple times. And you
Like-
shut it down.
Because we had
Overall,
awesome, like,
this
Tesla
character-
coil stuff.
This character feels very like electromagnetism focused.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Much,
I want
yeah.
very
I
And that's a
Tesla
cool
focused.
thing
I
to
want
go
a
with-
Tesla character.
I feel like almost that old passive we had should go on a different champion though,
What?
because we are starting to get away from the concept of an assassin, crit-based assassin. You know?
This guy is kind of like a mage now.
It's
We-
11:15 p.m. We have been doing this for 3 hours and 10 minutes.
You can't be surprised. This stuff takes months.
And they have a team of people who've been doing this for years.
I mean, like, I've done my fair share of actual, like, character design work for balance and stuff. Because I was on the team for freaking, what's the name? I can't ever remember. Octavia. There's a lot that goes into it.
Okay, I like the Q auto reset still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's
Q auto-
just gonna be what initiates our Tesla field, and then that obviously
like-
that auto reset can crit,
Yeah.
which it does bonus damage obviously, and expands the range of the AOE.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
do
easy.
you guys like the idea of the Q being stronger the closer it is to use?
Yes.
To user? Or
But that
then
doesn't
they
make
get
sense
weaker
if
the
it's an
further
auto
away?
reset. I do like that, but that doesn't make sense as an auto reset, and we cannot give an 80 assassin too many ranged options. That makes no sense.
That's true.
But again, I'm saying it's intended to be close for it.
I like the idea that they run in, Q a wave, and run out, and then that wave basically kills itself.
Quinn, you run in, Q, W out.
Yeah,
could-
that's a quick burst pattern. It's probably not going to kill, but it's a quick burst.
You
Unless-
could double
unless you
summon
can-
it
But
into
you
your
can
own
trade
power,
with it.
right?
You can raid you can trade safely with it as an assassin.
Unless-
It's very important in laning.
Hold on, how are you going to get your... Fuck, how
But
are you
they're
gonna- how are you
supposed
gonna
to
get
be weaker.
multiple people... You're going to have to get, like, a magnet blast on several people to, like, actually set up your ult.
Well, yeah.
Which means how are you... It is a 2-charge ability for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Or again, you go in, you jump into the middle of the team, you fucking smack them with your Q, so now they're marked, turn them into a Tesla, back out, and
Oh, yeah,
everyone hit
because
by
if the ult
gets
goes off
fucking
while
ulted.
the Tesla's active, it's still going to travel through the chain.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everyone in the field of Tesla gets chained.
So, so like we have. I still think the Q should be an auto reset.
I do too. I think it should just be an empowered auto reset.
Yeah, which can crit and expand the range. What's Magnet Field's interaction with crit?
I don't think they should. I think if that's gonna be like you're in out, I don't think it should be super scaly.
It doesn't need
but it's also okay. It's not your predominant ranged option. It doesn't do a lot of damage.
Exactly. I don't think it should, because if that's gonna be your engage and disengage, that shouldn't be super big damage. Because that's the big issue with fucking LeBlanc. It's her disengage. It's her fucking tether that bursts you at fucking 15,000 health.
so
her dash that murders you at
what's their
fucking
disadvantage?
100-0.
You max tether last. Oh, you can Magnet Field yourself to dash out.
Yeah. Okay. And that is their W.
That's W. Yeah.
So their Q doesn't matter whether it's ranged or melee, really, at that point.
But then
That's
you
what I'm
just,
saying.
But then you become such a safe champion.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you?
what I'm saying. That's
If
what
you
my
do
argument
like
is.
no damage from max range, why would you stay
You can
max?
still
range?
farm. If it's enough to
Yeah, because you
farm.
fucking suck early game. I forgot.
Exactly, you dickhead. I'm trying to fucking make this like a balanced champion who can still kind of lane and live, because we want to make it a mid laner.
Okay, so E should then either be a dash of some sort or a blink.
Another
or,
dash?
Or alternatively, a short range option.
All right, I've got to go. I'm sorry.
All right. See ya.
See you later, Jacob. I need to get to bed.
I like the E being a short range option.
What's their damage? Their damage is their Q.
Damage should be Q, yeah.
Okay.
But overloading all the damage in just one ability
Yeah.
hurts.
They
Not good.
can't be their only damage, but that's
No,
their main
but
source.
E
Yeah, 'cause
should be a
let's
close range
look at
damage.
some more-
E should be close range damage.
Right. Let's look at some more of these assassins too. I mean, we're not going to count Ari here, but like Evelyn primes her W,
Talon.
then gets a lot more damage with QE. Like all these assassins have several damage abilities, as they should, or it would be absolutely busted. But of course, this champion.
The main core of a mid laner is combo power. Name a good mid laner who can't combo their abilities.
A good mid laner who can't combo their abilities.
Every good mid laner can combo
sure.
everything they have. Fizz can't combo? You're lying to yourself.
I didn't say.
Ari is made to combo. LeBlanc combo. Talon combo.
Okay,
Zed
those
combo.
are the assassins, of course. I'm just looking for a
Yeah.
bullshit example.
I'm saying, okay, Rise
Karthus.
combo. Karthus combos. Are you drunk? W and Q? That's a combo.
His W, okay, if that's what we're counting as a combo, then yes, his W does help to enable his Q.
Or his E, right? It all combos with his
Every
other
champion
abilities.
in the game has synergy between their abilities, otherwise they're terrible.
That's what I'm saying. So we want an assassin who has synergy with their own abilities.
There's a lot of champs who load all their power in one ability, yes, but the most recent example of that was Zoe.
Oh, you mean her busted fucking
And
Q? That
Zoe
can suck
took
my dick?
13 quadrillion years to balance. She's in a good state now, but like we have to be so careful about the consideration.
That's why I'm saying I don't want the Q to be like unstoppable. I want it to have good damage because it sets up for the ultimate more than most. That's the bread and butter. Is Q is like WQ ult. That's the bread and butter. But the E should be a close range ability that does damage. I agree with that.
How? How does it do damage?
I'm thinking
and does
about
it
that.
do anything other than damage?
I think it should have. I wanted to have a debuff of some
Okay.
kind.
I think it could have a slow that
Okay.
scales with crit.
Ooh.
A slow that scales with crit chance. Like, because the way your abilities are going to work is your abilities can crit for damage, but don't forget the crit scalings we talked about earlier. Zaya, like, her crit scaling on E just does add extra damage, yes, but then there's also Ash's crit scaling on slow.
I mean, Jin's crit scaling, which affects his movement speed and many other things.
Exactly.
Also, if we're going with the direction of electromagnetism, I do like the idea that we brought up earlier of Energizer as part of their passive.
Absolutely. Okay, the E. How about the E procs Energizer?
No, because if the on hit magic damage is an Energizer effect that resets on kill.
That was the idea, yeah.
What if
then we
E
can
is
go to
like Cho'Gath, but like, you know, it's like, or like Mundo E, where it's like empowered autos. It just makes your autos stronger and does like a debuff.
Very fast crit autos.
We already have an
Possible.
empowered auto in the kit.
What did Mina do, Wendy? Yeah, we already do have an empowered auto. That's very true. Have you ever seen a champion with multiple auto resets? It's kind of clunky and awkward to use.
Well, then what do you want to do? If our Q is the auto reset, then we need the E to be a bit ranged, right?
It's slightly, yeah, like Cassidy thing. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
pretty
if Q is close, then we need E to be far. Agreed?
How did they engage?
Not necessarily far. How do they engage? They're gonna magnet themselves at something.
Okay. So that is their engage. The other person.
This
that would have
assassin
to-
has like no. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they need another engage ability.
Guys, I think we've gone too deep down a rabbit hole. Unfortunately,
Well, this idea shouldn't be scrapped, that's for sure.
which should not be scrapped. No, but here's the situation we're at. I have to go to bed real soon. We've run in circles for like 3 hours, 20 minutes. We've come up with good ideas, but just something's missing here.
Well,
It's
another
just not-
engage
It's
problem.
just not quite there. So I think, unfortunately, like especially since the games have now ended, like Steven's done.
We'll put a
playing.
pin in it, and we'll go
We'll
for
put a
next
pin in
time.
We'll have to end it off for right now. And
Can I make one last suggestion? Because I have a potential idea for an E that gives him a bit of a ranged option that
Okay.
isn't too crazy.
very quickly, but we're going to have to shelf it for now, which fucking sucks. I usually finish the
Okay.
concept by this time.
It
and I
is a
didn't now that I've done
cone.
live,
So you place it as if it was a cone, right?
right?
You shoot 2 magnets out along the edge of the cone. At the end of the cone, they slam together.
So,
only
like,
has-
Zach Q.
I don't know. Was
Not
Zach
exactly,
not
no.
quite.
Well, Zach fucking sticks 2 people, makes them slap together.
No. You are tossing 2 magnets out that are projectiles. They deal damage and pierce through things, but not much damage. But the real damage is when they slam together from the side.
So, like, Aurelia stun, but damage.
So Aurelia stuff.
I'm kind of.
The
it's
2
not
swords
exactly.
that, if you're in between them, you get stunned.
Something like that, but with a bit less control. You don't place them one at a time. You
It's a
toss
cone.
out
It's
2.
a cone.
No, guys, I'm already up way too late. I gotta cut it off now.
So, like, Jace's
I'm trying to
skill
wake up
kinda-
early tomorrow. I'm sorry, I have to cut it off right now.
Alright.
Ah,
That's fair.
Fuck, no, we didn't.
We'll plan this out more on the next one, but we have something we can work with.
Right, I'm just a little upset. Like we. Oh man,
This takes months to do, so.
It does. I
Yeah.
usually just do it faster. But guys, you all had some fantastic ideas tonight in chat. You should pat yourselves on the back too. Although we didn't get as far as we wanted, I did want to have a completed champion by the end. And although I didn't cast everything as well as usual, we're still getting some good stuff going for the casting cast. It's still a very new show. So
I like it. I'm having fun.
I'm having fun too. So, and I hope you all had fun too, because I did have a good night, even though like it just didn't go how I wanted it to.
Alright, later, y'all.
So, guys, have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope you have a great day tomorrow as well. We're gonna be raid brooms tonight. That's gonna be some good Jackbox. So, everybody, love yourselves, respect each other, and have a wonderful day or rest of your day. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.